And you can go get a scan for heart disease and for cancer without having any symptoms, which means you can go in advance and find out what's going on. I have about 6 people I've known in the past 2 months that have found out they had blockage in their heart, had no idea, and it saved their lives. One lady let me know that she had lung cancer, had no idea, and found out with Life Imaging FLA. You can do the same thing. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a great $699 value. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you, or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the UroLift system. The UroLift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the UroLift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the UroLift system.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Summer doesn't have to end. At Myrtle Beach, you can hold on to that sweet summer feeling a little bit longer. iHeartMedia is giving away a trip for a family of 4 to extend their summer a little bit longer at Myrtle Beach. Go to iHeart.com/visit Myrtle Beach to enter.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
You know, as they say, one person's personal information is another person's treasure.
Exactly. That's why I use NordVPN every time I surf the web. Features like Threat Protection Pro's safeguard devices from phishing websites and disable intrusive ads and trackers. Just check NordVPN.com, grab the deal, and see for yourself. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
Do you have AC
One last
needs?
go at it. Here
Turn
we
to
go.
the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Someone's going to get offended.
It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, August 23rd, 2024. Lots to get to today. For the Big Beyonce Lie, to a mayor is going to let AI run the city. And our friend Juvenile made a huge mistake. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What happened?
What happened, Sean?
Can't believe this.
Careful.
We got a last-minute message. We got a last-minute message, friends.
Is that right?
Let's see here. I just dust it off, make sure everything's good. It's official. It's from Trumpy Trout. Let's see what it says.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
We did it, everybody! We made our way through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has arrived. It's time to pat yourself on the back and make it into the weekend with us. My mic was live.
Yeah, literally said, your mic's live.
You said your mic's live, but then you said something back to me. And
Right,
I was
but
like,
yeah, come on.
you know how many people are going to think?
us?
So everybody's going to think that was like theater of the mind. This is like a staged bit thing.
Tote staged.
100% accident.
Yep, that you were not supposed to hear that if you did. All right.
Whoopsie.
Well, we have tons of stuff to talk about on this lovely Friday. The dark cloud hovers over us closer than ever before. And we're at 5 alarm status. We're saying goodbye to friends. I told Angel, and Angel told me nice things about each other.
Okay.
Like the plane is going down, and truth.
Brace.
Absolute truth, everybody. This is absolutely the truth. We just became aware, we were made aware that on Monday there is a mandatory all hands on deck emergency meeting, like no excuses. Everybody has to be there. Game changer meeting. And it just so happens to be like right when the show is going to be starting. So
sick.
This could be the great sayonara, the big goodbye in the sky. And
Philadelphia, here we come.
Philadelphia.
No, it has been a privilege and an honor. And
I mean, they often don't give you these opportunities. So do we pretend?
So every one of you mother...
That's fine. But I will say the T word.
Last thing on the way out. We have no idea what is going to happen at this mystery meeting on Monday.
What we do have is many bad ideas of what's going to happen.
Yes. And now so does everybody else on account of the dark cloud. Yes. So lots of chatter going on, lots of talk. And
lots of stuff I'm going to steal.
BDMX content. Is it news or is it nonsense? Crossing our fingers for nonsense, BDMX Con. Crossing our fingers hard for nonsense.
Please be nonsense. Oh, damn.
Should we mayhem this bad boy today?
C-Lane's words, I think, were right to the point. He goes, should have took an Uber today. Should have took an Uber today.
Just leave the car. I'll bring it back tomorrow.
Just rip one wide open. And there's no better way to go out.
The problem is I can't show up on my mom's doorstep wasted like, give me that baby.
That's my kid. Give me my kid back. Vern says, so just do a best of show. Right now? Do you not like great radio, or are you allergic to it? What are you going for here today,
Let's
Vern?
play Black Whopper over and over and over again for 4 hours straight.
See you later. Peace sign to the sky, and we'll see you on the other side. So this could be it, legit.
I mean, there's also so much stuff that we can't say, Sean.
Yeah. Did you want to see the theories?
Sure.
All right, here's what we got for the theories that I saw.
I also just don't want to get in trouble because remember, you're not at HQ and we are.
Okay, I'll say it again. Do I need like a pre-recorded thing to make this easier? All the things that I say are coming from me and me alone, and are not the words of Sabrina and Celine.
Great that you say that, but we still get attached to it. You know that, right?
Then you could say that you are disattaching yourself, and it's all me.
I have to. What's the C word? You.
I don't know. All right. What's the black cloud? Here we got Sabby to the Jim Colbert show. The suggestion, I think, based on you being on that show yesterday, filling in and helping out.
Yeah, I mean, I threw a wrench in their machine. That's for sure.
Yep. The radio station goes to a country music station.
Yeah, but we can do that. Come on.
That would be Jim Phillips's last laugh. Been talking about that for years.
Sean back in black. I'm guessing that means me back at the studio.
No, maybe blackface because you were doing that for a little bit.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. And then I like the last guess. Baby Lane 2 Electric Boogaloo.
That's the dark cloud. That's sad to hear.
It would be a dark cloud for me.
For C-Lane. He's like, please, no. Man. So we have no idea what is going to happen here, but stick with us. We'll let you know what happens as we know what happens, but very serious stuff. This is just kind of how we deal with trauma, I think. We've learned to just...
Denial?
Yeah, deny and laugh our way through it and hope for the best and go, wow, would they really take a year extension on my contract right before they said, see you later, get the hell out of here? Maybe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Who knows anymore? All right, let's put our ears to the ground. Our fingers
Can
on the
I
pulse.
come back
Let's see
to
what's
secret
happening.
shows?
This great big wide world of ours. Here we go. JD Vance goes inside a donut place.
Watch your couch.
And he goes up to the counter. And I love these moments. I love them. No matter where you're from politically, I absolutely love to see when politicians run into normies. Because normies don't care about any of this stuff, and politicians think everybody cares about them, and everybody hangs on all of their words. And JD Vance goes into this bakery,
and incredibly awkward.
He's like, "Hey, I'm JD Vance, and I'm running for vice president," and no one cares at the bakery. Like nobody is worried.
But they made this thing where the video of it, which it could have been from a different angle, at least the one that I saw. And then what I believe is a bunch of like his team behind him.
Yeah.
And then he walks up to the counter and it's like, you guys should have talked 5 minutes before this whole thing started.
And they must have known that he was coming in. All right, here we go. Here it is.
The zoo has come to town. Thank you for letting us come in here.
The zoo has come to town, JD Vance.
I'm sorry, man.
She said, I don't want to be on film, the woman behind the counter.
Okay, yeah. She
didn't tell her ahead of
time? She didn't want to be on film, guys, so just cut her out of anything.
He's just
and so the
dictating.
guy just like zooms in and out real quick.
She doesn't want to be on film, guys, so just cut her out of it. Blur or whatever you do.
For stuff like this, they don't give like the place a heads up.
I would think they would. Security reasons, I would think they would, but she does not seem to be ready for cameras to be poked into
she doesn't want to be talking to JD.
It could be. All I get from this more is that she's just like, whatever.
Just got here, man. It's 5 a.m.
And she's not the manager, so the manager would be like, what? Cameras, advertisement, welcome to Dunkin' Donuts. It's not a Dunkin' Donuts, whatever donut place. Welcome.
Welcome to Donut Holes.
Welcome to the donut hole. And get your plugs out there. This person doesn't care. They're just working behind the counter.
I'm JD Vance. I'm running for vice president. Good to see you.
Okay. I'm JD Vance. I'm running for vice president. Good to see you. Okay. She's not worried about it. She's not big into the politics world, I guess.
I'm running for vice president. Good to see you.
Okay.
How long are you working?
I've been here since the beginning of July.
Okay.
She's only been there for a month or two.
Okay, so you missed, they cut off this other part where JD goes up and he's like, so, how many donuts do we need to get? And then one of his administrators is like,
the people in the campaign?
Maybe?
we need a couple dozen, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Couple dozen. If we're here to buy donuts for everybody that's standing and staring at you, sir. Thank you.
He does order here in a moment, so maybe we hear that. Let's see.
Almost 2 years. Okay, good. Just everything. Yeah, I mean, a lot of glaze here, some good sprinkles.
I'll take some glaze, I'll take some sprinkle stuff.
Wow.
Give me the sprinkle stuff.
That's our baby.
Some cinnamon rolls, just whatever makes sense. How long has this place been around?
About 4 years.
About 4 years? Okay. How long have you been here?
A little over 6 months.
Okay, good.
Zero energy in this place.
Okay, what does that mean? Like, why do you keep asking?
He's just trying to ask questions, like to connect, so it's just not silent inside the
What are
place.
donuts made of? Huh?
Which
Okay.
if it was me, I would have walked up to the counter and it would have been silence in the place. I'd be like, all right, crickets, as everybody just stands around.
Well,
nobody wants to be a part of this.
I can't tell if he just somebody told him he should ask people questions and then he doesn't have any follow-ups ready, or maybe he's avoiding trying to, because everybody is filming him.
I mean, can the man not do small talk?
But if he can't, he's not very good at. Okay, good. Every answer to his question, he just replied with, okay.
Hey guys, cut her up. Doesn't want to be in front of me and talk to me. Thank you. All right.
I would have been even worse in this scenario.
No, you wouldn't have, Sean.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't even ask them how long they worked there or anything. I'd just be like, hello, and they'd go, hi. And then it would have just been silent in there. I would have just sat in the silence, in the awkwardness
No, you
of the
wouldn't have,
moment.
because I've seen, and it just brings me back to that, was it Mazda?
I don't know.
Was it Hyundai?
Mazda.
Where you had to go and do a video in which was an endorsement many years ago. And you killed it. And the sense that instead of just standing there in silence, there was a lot of hand movement. They brought you back to the mechanic area.
Oh, yes.
And
This
you're
was
like, look at these tires here. And tires are great for your car. Yes, they are. And
that's Robo Sean. That's not like.
But you're vamping, and that's a lot more exciting than what's happening here.
Yeah, he was just trying to ask everybody, how long did you work here? How long you been around here for? What's your favorite kind of donut? And
that would have been a better question.
Things.
That would have been a good follow-up to instead of just, okay, good. I mean, as a politician running for vice president, maybe you should ask them if they plan on voting. But maybe
I don't think he wanted that answer.
Right. Maybe you're worried that they go, no, not really. Or, yeah, for Kamala.
No, I have a runner-up for you just in case that didn't do it. Yes. Mike Lindell, mustacheless, still at the DNC in his dumb hat, trying to get attention. I don't get the crashing of these events. Apparently, they don't care that much if you crash the events. They're like, all right, fine.
He had security with him.
He had people with him, but they didn't help him from this moment because he debated a 12-year-old. He got into a debate with a 12-year-old.
What we've been waiting for, America.
The pillow guy versus the kid is the showdown that happened at the Democratic National Convention. And here it is. Here's the showdown.
That's in your state. You want to know more in your state? So they just found 257,000 votes. This happened last week. A judge ruled in Georgia that are missing
he's screaming
from the
in this
2020
kid's face.
election. This just came out. You're behind. You should.
So your source is Trust Me, bro? That's your source?
The source. It's in your papers in Georgia. You need to read your news.
You haven't given me any last name.
There's people peeling off from this. They were recording and they go, "What the f am I watching?"
Exactly.
I'm glad the kid is holding his own. But also, all I see is Mike Lindell screaming politics at a 12-year-old.
At a 12-year-old,
which is wild. And read your paper.
Had a little kid. What the hell? Oh, folks.
You know what that kid should do is get far away from the Democratic National Convention and just go play basketball, play a video game, play some street hockey, do something.
Agree. And Mike, go get the mustache and pillows back.
Yeah.
This might not be your game.
He really wants it to be, mustache or not. So we have so much to talk about.
There's another cringe video I watched of some other guy who's on the right who is, trying to infiltrate the DNC and bring an illegal immigrant with him. And he showed up to
illegal?
Well, he said, well, Biden likes just letting illegal immigrants in, so let's they want him at the DNC. Here's my illegal immigrant friend. And I'm like, first
where
of all,
did he get one?
Where did you just find?
Also,
Home
sucks
Depot?
for that guy.
Kind of
a weird move.
What was the prompt to the person that he found? Was it, hey, would you like to maybe make some money in order to, I don't know, eat tonight? Or can I sneak you into a place and you have no idea, but a bunch of cameras are going to be on you?
Or is it
and you'll
somebody
be
just
viral?
pretending to be an illegal and that's like an acting gig or something?
Maybe. I mean,
I'm
can you
overwhelmed
prove
with
that
this
you're
first
illegal?
segment.
You know what? We don't. Why even take commercial breaks today? Let's just
Because I need a break. Yeah, I need a breather
let's put
here.
all 12 commercial breaks on the Jim Colbert show, so they get like tiny little segments today.
Okay,
and
this is the part where we all come together.
And they can relax. And they just like chat for 2 minutes, break. Chat for 2 minutes, break. Easy peasy. Final day.
Jimmy has a lot of live reads.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have so many things to get into on a very busy and explosive Friday.
Yeah,
if you have comments, if you got questions, hit us up. Why not? Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now.
Dude.
Probably going to burn bridges. Just, it's in my nature. And we'll see what you think about everything happening. We'll get to what the hell happened with Beyonce supposed to, she was supposed, what? Beyonce.
Reverse.
This is why it's over. What happened with Beyonce's supposed appearance at the DNC last night and all the hype? How'd they get it wrong? What happened? We'll talk about that. It is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Because sometimes infighting amongst friends is exactly what you need to lower the volume on the voices in your head. Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by DellAir.com. Feel the Dell Air difference. Let Dell Air help you declare energy independence with a new AC system for up to 50% savings on energy bills. Call or visit DellAir.com to book your free estimate and start saving with summer rebates, specials, and interest-free financing.
Next month's iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Just added to the superstar lineup.
The Weeknd. And a special performance by Coldplay's Chris Martin.
Joining a weekend of headliners.
A$AP Rocky. Big Sean.
Camila Cabello.
Doja Cat.
Dua Lipa. Gwen Stefani. Halsey.
Hozier. Keith Urban.
New Kids on the Block.
Paramore.
The Black Crows. Thomas Rhett.
Victoria Monet.
At T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Get your tickets now at AXS.com.
This is the sound of turning small bets into legendary wins. Only on the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app. The sound of parlays. The sound of paydays. The sound of watching the game will never be the same. Hard Rock Bet has already paid out millions and millions in parlays to people across Florida. Download Hard Rock Bet now, and if your first bet doesn't win, get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Make reservations now for Everglades Restaurant Tequila Pairing October 12th. Delight in 6 handcrafted tequila cocktails paired with 5 Mexican-inspired dishes by head chef Fred Blachos. Call 407-996-2385 to secure your spot today. Everglades in the Rosen Center.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family. Together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The #1 cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
You scaled the sheer cliff face, battling frostbite, running low on oxygen. The wind pierced your skin, and every inch was agony. You reached heights no other human had before, while getting nowhere at airport security. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling action titles on Audible.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage. Navage.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Nothing goes better with back to school than tacos. Well, you can always add guacamole, chicken, or steak fajitas, tamales, and why not the famous and acclaimed Burrito California experience. Delicious and real Mexican food at San Jose's original Mexican restaurant. SanJose'sOriginal.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 24/7 comedy.
Men don't settle down. We surrender.
Women, we never express the emotions we're actually feeling, right? I'm fine means I'm about to stab you in
the neck.
Clips from today's top comedians and the greatest of all time.
Donut hole. If you want a donut, have a donut. Why are you eating the hole?
When you need a laugh, just open the free iHeartRadio app and search comedy.
You can actually change the station.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the...
You better riot. Everybody riots.
I want to see rioting.
That's right. Chaos, emails, everything.
But not violence.
No violence, just broken glass is what I'm looking for. And is that going to happen? Is this the last of this show? Is this the last episode you're ever going to hear? I have no idea. We have some mandatory meeting that we have to go to. We don't know what they're going to say. I've been talking about the dark cloud over the show. Dark cloud. Some rumors that I heard. It seems insane to take probably the most popular show in the state and zap it, but iHeart Suits will do some really insane things. They are known to behave erratically in the wild. They are known to make really stupid decisions. iHeart Suits, as well as any other suits in the industry, are among the dumbest people when it comes to doing the right thing for the radio station. I stand by that, and I think many of them would agree under pressure and duress. So, riots.
Duress?
Yeah. You know, I'm going to bamboo shoots to the fingernails here. We got.
Oh my gosh! That's,
make sure we're getting
barbaric, sir.
The truth out of him. I'm glad Sabrina's not here right now.
I know.
She would
she would be so uncomfortable right now.
I'm just speaking truth. I'm speaking truth under pressure, folks, because we don't know how much time we have on the clock. We don't know if the dark cloud will subsume us. If this is
like,
the last.
What's that clock that we never can understand that when you talk about? The Doomsday Clock.
The Doomsday Clock. We're at midnight.
Never get it.
This is Threat Level Midnight. We are absolutely there. So soak it in, folks.
All right, she's back. So good thing that you got it all out of your system.
Yeah. Anyhow.
All right, whatever. Fun prank. Cool.
Just wanted to say. No.
I always end up in the elevator if someone wants to go to 2, and they're like, nah, I meant 3.
You have elevator battles. You just.
But then I tried the stairs yesterday, and it was bad for my lungs and legs. So.
It's probably good for your lungs and legs.
Yeah. Maybe.
One would think, but it's just.
It was the cigarette before the stairs.
In the studio, yeah.
Go for it. What's to stop you right now?
Lose?
You just missed me saying some things that I think would have set your hair on end. It would have probably been enough to get you to react as I was saying them.
Okay.
But, you know, you weren't here. You weren't here, so you definitely weren't attached to it.
Yeah, not attached to it.
But I continue with my motion that if something happens, everybody should riot. I throw that down with all sureties that this will be the right move in the moment. So, all right, thanks, folks. We'll hear from you in a moment. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. And Greg emails. Greg says, an update about Jonathan Dickinson State Park. This is the thing we were talking about yesterday. This park in Florida, beautiful park in Hope Sound, right on the beach. Everybody loves this area. If you've never been, go. That's what I would say. And go now. Yeah, go now. Go this weekend. Show them that you love this place. There was a dumb idea by the state to go in and put not 1, not 2, but 3 golf courses up in this park. And they were going to do this to other parks and other areas throughout the state. We have more golf courses than any other state. We don't need more golf courses. Golf courses are doing fine in the for-profit world. Everybody will be fine if we don't have these golf courses there. Nature will be more undisturbed, and it'll just be better. But
a lot of job opportunities, though.
I don't know. How many people even work at a golf course? It's just a big open space of nothing.
No, but there's a lot of money that goes into upkeep for those.
Yeah, you got to have the people who take care of the grass.
Dylan used to,
take care of the grass. They change the holes up.
Yeah, move the holes around, the whole person. The sand trap. There's got to be sand trap people.
Sealand had a comment about the golf course. What was it?
Didn't Dylan used to drive around and pick up the balls?
He did. He was the person who, if you go to a driving range, there's a person driving a vehicle with a gate all around it, like an enclosure.
Like a Pope mobile.
Yeah, and then everybody tries to purposely hit that vehicle because it's fun and it's a target. That's what he did. Greg says, thank you guys for talking about the horrible new plan to add not one, not two, but 3 golf courses to Jonathan Dickinson State Park. Not enough mention has been made regarding the multiple endangered bird species that reside at the state park. My favorite bird is the Florida scrub jay that's endemic to Florida, and as the name suggests, it only resides in the natural scrub areas of Florida. Has its largest population living in this park. There are beautiful and interesting animals, and the idea of ripping up over half of their environment so rich people can play golf is insane. We recently had a memorial for a friend at the park and camped overnight. In the morning, I hiked the scrub area, and I was able to hand feed a foraged berry to a scrub jay for free.
Party time.
I will never forget that moment. Hopefully this whole stunt ends up bringing more traffic to the parks. I agree a few more amenities would be great, but this is ridiculous. I signed a petition on change.org and recommend everybody in agreement sign it as well. You guys are the best. And then at the end of it just kind of fades out. I can't read the last part. You guys are the best, especially Sabrina, it says. Anyhow, I agree wholeheartedly.
Why do you have to do that? Why can't I just hear that?
Because I'm trolling you. We need better parks.
That's when trolling works best, is when you say,
yes, you
I'm
have
trolling
to
you.
You have to just get it out there.
Now, and I'm really trolled.
You would like the latest email that we just got. Oh, hang on.
Oh, let me open up my laptop.
People are coming out with some banger ideas on the last day here. Let me just bring this. Tim emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Can you please have Sabrina be in the character of Cartman for one whole show? All right. Okay, Tim. This is like when somebody said, can we do a whole show of Today I Learned? And then about 15 minutes in, they were like,
hey, guys.
No!
Do you want to be the first point in the docket for the meeting on Monday? Mm-hmm. That's going to be us. Because all the stuff they were doing.
I can't do it, though. I really can't.
You would imagine doing that for 4 hours. 4 hours. Oh, break.
South Park have any openings?
Maybe break out the money and do some great upgrades to these fine parks. Make them more hospitable. Add some things that will bring more people in. Improve things like the bathrooms and all the other things that you would need to make it a comfortable place for people to be. But we don't need 3 golf courses. And everybody who's rising up about this and heading out there and saying, I'm not just going to let this happen in the calm of night is absolutely in the right to do so. Show them that you don't like this. You show people you don't like it, a lot of times it works.
And who's profiting from it? You're not going to be helping anyone that's going to be affected by it in the area, I imagine. And then also, what about the abandoned, shut down, rotting at this point golf courses around the state of Florida? There are many of them that are not running right now. Let's just fix those up if you're so desperate for golf.
There's an old golf course in Sabrina's parents' backyard. They had a golf course in the neighborhood, and they just decided no more golf course, and then they just let nature have its way, and everything just grows up.
Are you talking about who? Me?
Oh, did I say Sabrina?
Yeah.
I meant Courtney. In Courtney's parents' backyard is what I meant. I'm sorry. Distracted today. In Courtney's parents' backyard.
That was weird.
It wasn't weird. I mix people up all the time. I work with you every day. You know, when I'm
remember when you used to call her
a name.
Serena all the time?
All the time.
Yes, because her name is Sabrina, and Dylan's mom's name is Serena.
Mom.
And wow, that would be a bombshell. Drop that on the show.
We waited so long to tell you this.
It turns out I was the one who didn't pay attention at all, Dan.
Well, we want to hear what you have to say about all of this. Do you think, I'd love to hear from somebody who maybe actually sides with this. Somebody who said the parks are boring. I do. I would want to hear what that perspective was all about. But I just don't know. And I don't know if there is anybody who sides with this. And if there isn't, why are we doing it if nobody's supporting this? This is a very, very interesting story and has people fired up, and I'm all for it. I think you should be too. Let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Let's go over to Sweaty Armpit Guy with a dispatch for us.
Well, guys, they just announced they're going to cut rates. A couple bigger companies are already cutting jobs. The economy's slowing down. iHeartMedia needs to put a little bit more money in the suits' pockets.
True.
It's been a fun run. I've enjoyed it.
Wow,
maybe
we
I'll
totally
see you
gave up
guys
on
at
us.
Publix, or maybe I'll see you when I'm ordering a burger from Wendy's. Either way, adios. Have a good one. Still love you.
Sad face, please.
Hope to hear you on Tuesday.
Thank you, Sweaty Armpit Guy. And Monday, the meeting is during when the show is supposed to start. So it could be that we're live and it's over and we get past it. It could be that if you hear best of, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, no, they will.
But you might hear us come back. Or you might not. Therein lies the problem. We don't know which one of those things is actually going to happen. Over to Jay Ryan with a dispatch here.
Hey, junkies.
Hey.
I hope this isn't my last dispatch.
Oh my
but if
God.
it is, it's been a fun ride. But I wanted to bring up something that you missed from the DNC. I didn't hear you mention, but Monday night, when Senator Coons was speaking at the DNC at the end of his speech, he started trying to get "We love Joe, we love Joe" going, and he couldn't. The crowd couldn't get it together. And then the camera pans to this young black woman who, as they can't get the chant going, rolls her eyes.
Ooh.
They couldn't get the camera off her fast enough. My friends and I were laughing so hard. Anyways, like I said, love you guys. Hope it's good news on Monday. Have a great weekend.
I hadn't even thought of that. Is there potential for good news on Monday?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I do believe that everything that's happened so far for us will be addressed.
Uh-huh.
They're going to be like, hey, we
What would
had
the good news be?
That everything is okay.
Well, that's
And
only not bad news.
we're doubling your salaries.
Oh, that would be great. That would be fantastic. But I don't know if that's in the cards. It'll be very, very interesting. That thing is for sure. I want to hold on to this one. Here is V with the dispatch.
Hey, so I'm calling about the shower.
Okay.
I am a female. I do not have very thick hair or long at all.
All right.
What's up, girl?
My showers are really too long, ever. But my husband, he likes to take his time. He's definitely a groomer. He'll spend...
let's reword that.
Phrasing.
Haven't heard that used in this context. She means that he's doing upkeep on his body.
Yeah.
He's grooming his body.
Anywhere from 2 to 3 hours in
What?
bathroom
What?
every single day. Monday through Sunday.
He's masturbating a lot in that bathroom.
This dude making a big deal about 26 minutes really
Child's play.
is overdoing it.
I'm not one to call anybody out on this, but 2 to 3 hours is wild. That's a lot of time every day
In the bathroom?
Yeah, that's a lot of time. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Quick break. Still got to get to this Beyonce DNC. Were they lying about this? What went wrong here is the big question. I got a ton of clips to play for everybody and a whole lot more on a very busy and intense Friday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for real Yacht Rock weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your weekend forecast. And for today, we are going to be expecting more rounds of showers and storms, mainly taking shape during the afternoon hours. It won't be a complete and total washout of a day, but we are going to be seeing about a 70% chance of rain, especially during the afternoon and evening commute. Many of these showers and storms will have heavy downpours and frequent lightning, and they will also help prevent temperatures from heating up too much with a high of 89 degrees. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family. Together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind. If you've been in a car accident, you need to know a term. It's called statute of limitations. That means you have 2 years from the time of the accident to actually file a lawsuit if need be. If you don't do that, you're going to lose your rights to the claim. Now, sometimes some lawyers will wait till the last minute to file or contact you with just about a month left saying that they don't know if they want to proceed with your case. Be careful with that. For more information, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546, office Orlando.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenickleyGroup.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
My pet theory is that they were purposely doing all this Beyonce hype for the DNC and ramping all this up. Kamala Harris's people, the campaign, all the folks who were involved, because this went in such a weird way that last night I go, oh, damn, it looks like Beyonce is actually going to be performing at the DNC. That's crazy. And there were all these articles. TMZ saw all of the action and said, yep, she's going to be performing. There was so many things going on that would have let anybody in there. And it's kind of a weird move, but it would have led everybody to believe, okay, Beyonce's coming out in a moment here. But then it's weird because if you get all the hype and the buzz going, you're blocking the side of the stage. They put this big barrier up so nobody could see the side of the stage to see who was coming up next. They had not done that for the entirety of the DNC. All of a sudden, there's a huge divider up. You got all these people who are saying, Beyonce's going to be here. Then you have everybody in the house getting ready for a Beyonce show, and there's no Beyonce. And it's just like, okay, we leave now? We're all done? They had the band out there, and the band was like hyping up and warming up with practicing of Beyonce songs. So people go, oh, yeah, it's there. You had the White House communications director, White House political director. She was way up there in the Kamala Harris campaign, Emmy Ruiz, and she tweets at 4:37 p.m. a little bumblebee. And everybody on the planet knows that Beyonce's fans is the Bayhive, right? And everybody knows all the rumors are Beyonce's going to be there. And she tweets out a bumblebee to 2.5 million people on x.com/Twitter. And she puts that out there. Now, here's what really leans me into conspiracy. She said afterwards, sorry, guys, my 6-year-old took my phone.
Why not delete the tweet then?
She doesn't delete the tweet. She says the 6-year-old took the phone and happened to only post just a bumblebee, which matches up with the Beyonce fan club on Twitter, and then hit post, and that's how this went. I don't think so.
Right, but if you're gonna,
I think they were hyping it.
If you're gonna dance, hype what? You could just do a bee emoji, and that's it.
What do you?
I'm saying, like, if we've played that game, let's curtain up a little bit. But when we found ourselves in a situation in which we had a meeting and I posted something that wasn't necessarily confirming that we were fired by any means. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
When I went, welp, with a GIF, that still had people talking, but not necessarily alluding to anything whatsoever. So why can't they put a B?
They can, but take ownership of the fact that you're fake hyping up a Beyonce appearance because that's what's happening. I don't care if they do it. I'm not going to throw them in jail. Yes, you're playing into exactly what's going on. And this is somebody pretty high up in the campaign. And so TMZ sees all these people leaning in, and they go, Beyonce's going to be here. And then all of a sudden I see that Beyonce's rep has said, no, there was never a scheduled appearance. It was never going to be here.
My Instagram algorithm was Beyonce going to be there. The next post was Beyonce rep says not going to be there.
And I thought because of all the pushing from everybody who was involved in this, maybe this is so it's still a surprise. Maybe her rep is saying, no, she's not going to be there. There was never
like the last episode of The Office where they're like, nah, Steve Carell had a scheduling conflict. He couldn't be in it.
Yeah, right, where they want it to be special. They want the moment to be special. And the leak of her performing took that away. And so we're going to pretend like, hey, you're not actually there. To me, this is just them trying, probably for last night ratings, to hype it up and lean into the fact that there was going to be a big superstar in the audience, and everybody zooms into the screen, and then nope, you pull the carpet out from under them. And like you say, you compare this to stuff that we've done. We would never do it just okay and be like, guys, Beyonce is going to be headlining this thing. Holy cow. And hype it up, and people go, wait, hold on,
sorry, Dylan took my phone.
What happened here?
But we have done that. I mean, it was very clearly satire and sarcastic.
This doesn't seem like satire.
I just like it. The rumors were, of course, rampant. And I think, obviously, because her campaign song has been Freedom by Beyonce, which was the blessing given by Beyonce to use the song. It is very strange that it got as far as TMZ picking it up and other major media outlets posting about it as well. And then it is not the case. But for it to be such a, I don't know, conspiracy theory is a thick word to use, but that it was the campaign just wanting to get ratings, rating. We're not.
I don't even think
Trump.
that's a conspiracy theory. I think that's 100%
But what
happened.
ratings do we need? Like it's the pep rally of
All right,
Democrats.
Hold on. Do you think that
Are they getting a bonus?
Well, hold on. Do you think that the Kamala Harris campaign and the DNC don't care to tout that more people tuned in to the DNC than the RNC?
Of course they would tout that, but it's
Yes, so
how
that's
much more?
why they would.
But the Beyonce jump is not going to be like would be the last moment of the 4-day DNC, like to go.
Yes, because Kamala Harris's
lie.
speech is yes, absolutely, 100%. This is what people do in the political world. They do
But
these
it's not
kind of things.
100% confirmed. This is your guess that what happened.
My take is absolutely they were leaning into the idea that there were rumors of a big star appearing so that people would tune in.
And big
so
stars
that they
did
could-
appear. Pink did a great job.
Yes, but did Beyonce appear?
She did not.
No. Did it look like they were certainly leaning into the idea that Beyonce was going to make an appearance?
The only place I saw it was the Beyonce accounts that I follow and TMZ. So
All right.
I don't ever. I'm not like disagreeing with what you're saying, but it's
You can't.
just,
You totally can't disagree with what I'm saying. That's fine.
okay. But I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying that.
So then you
I'm
believe
complete
that
the
they were.
sentence that.
Hold on.
Go on.
You believe, you said you're not disagreeing with what I'm saying. Do you believe that they hyped this up to make it seem like there was going to be a big performance so that people would tune in to see the big night of the show?
But they is where I'm having the question because
Her campaign.
the Harris campaign, I did not see post anything about it. It was other
the person
people
who
that I saw
posted the
post.
B was actually the lead political person in the White House.
So that's not like as a Beyonce fan whose algorithm gears towards Beyonce, I did not see that tweet. So
Okay.
that's where I'm coming from, at least.
But
So
I showed you the tweet.
I believe you, Sean. I'm just saying that it's.
I don't think you do.
I've never seen you two fight over an agreement. Usually,
I don't know what I'm just like putting another perspective to it. I guess like I just.
That's fine. You don't believe that they purposely hyped up that there was going to be a performance to get more people to tune in so that they had even bigger ratings than they already had.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
then I guess I don't know what to say, but she wasn't there, and now we.
You don't have
move
to say
on.
it. You don't have to say it. This is called a disagreement. We're disagreeing on something, which is totally fine. It's a tiny little issue, and I believe that they were like pushing into this because they thought it would be a fun thing to drum up a whole bunch of buzz, and it did, and it worked, and everybody was confused. Certainly the people at the arena were confused because they were sitting there excited for something to happen that didn't end up happening.
My wife was up late, like watching, and she's like, "I thought there was going to be a Beyonce here, but there's no Beyonce."
They had plenty of other stuff going on. They didn't really have to do that, but I feel like they did, and I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like,
Neither
it's
do
not.
I.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I just think it's like there's an awkward disagreement, an awkward thing to disagree about.
Yeah, for sure, but not our first rodeo.
There was something that Kamala said during her speech, and it's the thing that they say in all of these.
Mm-hmm.
But when she said it, I go, "Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to hear from the dissenters. I know or not even dissenters, some of them, but I know exactly the kind of people who are going to take issue with what she just said."
Yeah,
because she said, "I, happily and humbly or whatever, accept your nomination for president." And then I saw, of course, on Twitter and Facebook this morning, like, accept your nomination.
We didn't nominate
we didn't really vote for you.
I've got some quotes from her speech and some stuff that she did. We'll get into at some point here. I did like, there was a moment, we should play this here, in Michigan where Trump was speaking this week, where he did a very Trump thing where there was a story about how, I guess, suburban women do not like him. And he didn't like that story. So he then convinced himself that all the suburban women actually do like him, all in the middle of about a sentence or two. And that's like the most Trump thing to do. So let's listen to him convince himself. Here he goes.
So when I return to the White House, we will stop the plunder, rape, slaughter, and destruction of our American suburbs, our cities and towns. And I think that...
Pretty uplifting stuff here.
Did he take that from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Is plunder? Is there plundering going on? Maybe there is. I'm not aware of it, but let's see what else he says.
Women living in the suburbs, I keep hearing about the suburban woman doesn't like Trump. Well, I think it's a fake poll, because why would they like me? I keep the suburbs safe. I stopped low-income towers from rising right alongside of their house, and I'm keeping the illegal aliens away from the suburbs. I think that they like me a lot. I think it's a lot of fake polls. We've seen a lot of fake polls.
A lot of them out there.
I was not supposed to win anything, and we won the big one.
We won the big one, he says. He's convinced himself that the polls are not actually true. All right, over to you. Let's see what you have going on in your world on a lovely Friday. We got time for just a couple of dispatches here, and we'll start with this one. Here is Bones with the dispatch about these golf courses they want to build by the beach.
So all these parks and whatnot that are getting renovations, some are good, some are bad. Oddly enough, all of them seem to have pickleball courts that are getting installed on them
everywhere.
So if that doesn't tell you who is screaming the loudest at these board meetings generationally, that should tell you. So if you got a problem with it, you got to get out there and, talk to your commissioners. But I live on a golf course that it got bought out by the county, Seminole County in Castleberry. And essentially it was just a property investment for the previous owner. And the county wouldn't buy it from them unless they basically doubled their money. So
that happens a lot. There's a ton of these golf courses that will go under, and they don't know what to do with the golf course. And so, like in the case of Courtney's parents, I said in their backyard there was a golf course, and then they let it go. They said it's not a golf course anymore. We're not going to maintain it. Now there's like deer and stuff running around there. And what they wanted to do, of course, is they wanted to sell it to an investor. But then the investor wanted to build more houses there, or like put up apartments or something. Everybody in the neighborhood hates that idea. So, of course, that's not going to work. And that could be the problem with so many of these things, where it goes under and then you have a big-ass golf course and you don't know what to do with it. And the only people willing to invest want to put up more houses, which the people living around the golf course said, we paid to live around a golf course, not around more houses. We don't want that. So I think that's what Bones is talking about there. One more. Here's Skyrave with the dispatch.
Hey, y'all. Let's try and stay positive. It's a beautiful Friday. You're one of the top rated shows in radio. Y'all kick butt. And it's going to be good news on Monday. We're going to expand to California, the moon. Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah.
I like the positivity. That works for me. Thanks for bringing that to the table today. That's nice to hear, but we want to hear from everybody. So you're next.
Suck a fart.
Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, and on your Android device, your iPhone, your laptop, anything that you have literally that has a microphone, save for like a talk boy, is going to be able to get the job done. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back,
challenge accepted on the talk boy thing.
Convert that from tape to digital to then upload it.
It would be exhausting, but I'll play it if somebody wants to do the legwork, if you're willing to do that. When we come back, an update in a big story that is making the rounds, and I really think it's time somebody did something about this. The new details in the Madeline Soto case are really disturbing, honestly, and I'll bring those to you and a whole lot more when we come back. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Your new Orlando home for Tampa Bay Buccaneer football. Real Radio 104.1. Fire the cannons.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
What's going on? I hope your drive right now is a smooth one, and it should be on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Looks like no major incident in your way. Of course, your usual delay, I-4 eastbound, approaching both World Drive and State Road 535, but westbound is clear. East and westbound of the 408 as well. North and southbound lanes of the Turnpike, as well as the Greenway and 429 toll. If you have any incident to report, call our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm an FPL customer.
I appreciate that at FPL, they are always teaching me how power works and how you can save money.
Find more ways to save energy and money at FPL.com/ways to save. FPL, working for you every single day.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110 level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Top reasons your career wants you to move to Ohio. Thousands of high-paying jobs in tech, healthcare, science, and more. The career you want and a life you'll love. Have it all in the heart of it all. Go to callohiohome.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Get ready for Taco Tuesday at San Jose's original Mexican restaurant. Enjoy traditional Mexican tacos with grilled chicken or steak, pork carnitas, pastor on soft corn tortillas with fresh cilantro, onions, lime, and your favorite salsa. Find your closest San Jose's at sanjosesoriginal.com.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Top reasons your career wants you to move to Ohio. Thousands of high-paying jobs in tech, healthcare, science, and more. The career you want and a life you'll love. Have it all in the heart of it all. Go to callohiohome.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
It says canceled. You guys are getting replaced by a sports show for sure, says McPhee. I don't know about
sports
that.
all the time. We're going to do sports.
McPhee, there are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and no one listens to sports radio. Those are the 3 things I am most sure of in my life. There's a tiny audience of sports guys who love nothing but sports that only listen to sports radio, and they put it on AM because there's not a lot of them. They put it on the hidden side of the radio dial because they just don't
have an FM sports talker.
How many watts is that thing? Huh?
I haven't looked at the wattage in a while.
3, 4, 5 watts they got slinging that thing out there. We got a 100,000 watt flamethrower right here.
Turn down for what?
I mean, we're on actual radio stations, real radio stations, if you will. And the AM side, AM radio is trying to stick around. I've just talked to so many people over the years who have told me, yeah, I've never even turned my radio over to the AM side. I've never flipped through those stations. I get that. It's hard to change those kind of habits. It's hard to convince somebody that that's where you should go. You can start the greatest radio station in the world, the most talented broadcasters of all time, doing the most insane content that is so sticky and unbelievable, no one would tune away. But if people don't find you, you're not going to have anything going on. It's like the world of podcasting right now. And they're trying all sorts of stuff to make podcasting where you could discover new things and discover new shows that you fall in love with. And I know iTunes recently announced that they're going to put the podcast store on the internet. Instead of just the app, there's going to be a website that you could go to, and then you could like look at the podcast there, and it'll be better discoverability. The point is, most people just they end up listening to something from somebody famous that they already know. They're like, oh, Joe Rogan has a podcast? Okay. Every once in a blue moon, somebody pops through who's new. And like the Call Her Daddy girl, she came out of nowhere and she became something, but she did it on the backs of the fame of Barstool Sports. And we still need something to lift you up to get that launch off. Meanwhile, thinking about going this weekend just to try to enjoy a movie at the movie theater. And the two movies that I was going to see, both getting just lambasted in the press. I don't really put any faith in movie reviewers. Most of them are not great at what they're doing, and they're not in line with what I think is good or bad usually. And they're very, very full of themselves. But I see The Crow and Mashable. The Crow review, repulsive and abysmal, is the review for The Crow. The Crow looks good. I thought it looked cool. It's got that one guy who's in it, a Skarsgård dude. The Skarsgård dude is a great actor.
He is.
And
the whole family of actors.
Who else is he related to? I don't even know if I know any of the other ones. I just know the main guy. Bill
Skarsgård is the one that's in True Blood. He started off. He was in Big Little Lies. He recently was Succession. Was the other billionaire from like Sweden.
Yeah. This is the guy who played Pennywise in it. Nope. He's the one.
Oh, no. So his older brother is who I'm speaking of.
There's Alexander and
Alexander,
Stellan.
that's what it was.
Okay, so you have Bill, Alexander, and what's the other one?
Stellan.
Okay, and Bill is he was the one who was Pennywise in It Chapter 2. And he's the one, I believe, who's in this Crow movie. I think it's him, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's one of the brothers, because I didn't even know that was a possibility here. No, Bill Skarsgård.
Alexander was in True Blood, Big Little Lies, Succession.
And also in
those
the
are the
movie
three
The Crow.
shows I just named.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, but you guys sounded like
he
you
named
didn't
them
know.
Differently.
You guys sounded like you didn't know which Skarsgård was which.
Now, what about that Stallion man? Was he
What
in
Stallion
anything?
man?
Stallion Skarsgård. Saul Skarsgård.
I don't know him.
S name Skarsgård.
Anyhow, in The Crow is Bill Skarsgård and FKA Twigs, who you might not be familiar with, but she is a singer-songwriter, and I believe she was with Shia LaBeouf for a little while, and that did not go well. That exploded in a bad way with allegations and all sorts of things. But they said The Crow review, repulsive and abysmal. To me, the way they rebooted this, it kind of looked like an edgy street version of John Wick. It looked like a revenge flick.
No guns on set, though.
The Crow is a bad place to have them. Yes, very, very bad place to have them. But it looked like that. It looked like a revenge movie to me, and I think I still want to see that. And then Blink Twice, the review on that side was Blink Twice grown repeatedly. Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut may be aiming for a feminist statement, but it's ultimately just a slasher movie with a bunch of one-dimensional final girls. Oof. And
who wrote that?
This is from the Globe. The reporter over there gave it half of a star, or 1.5 stars, I believe. Star and a half for their review. I don't care. We're going to see both of them, and I'll tell you afterwards what I think. But those look good to me. I'm excited about the plot, the different storylines. Seems like it's something different. I'm all about it. Chi-Town Shoe says The Crow is a revenge movie. I don't remember the original The Crow movies. I don't, because it's been so long, even remember what they were about. And I watched both of them. I believe there was 2. And I remember Brendan Lee being in it. He died because there was a blank in the gun, and the blank fired off whatever was in there, and it hit him and killed him. It was just a freak accident.
All sounds very Rusty to me.
Yeah, very much like the movie Rust. Okay, over to this story, because I did want to talk about this. This was pretty crazy to me. The Madeline Soto case may be a case that you're not familiar with, but it's a case where a woman said her 13-year-old daughter had disappeared. And she said, help me find my missing daughter.
Her boyfriend dropped off Madeline at school. And
yes.
did not find out, the mother did not find out that she had not been to school until after school was technically over.
Right. But mom said, help me find the daughter, and she's out there somewhere. They find the daughter's body, and they said, unfortunately, we have to say the 13-year-old girl is dead. And then her boyfriend, this guy that Madeline Soto's mom was with, he's looking real bad in all of this, right? And the charges ended up heading his way. Stefan Stearns, who is the boyfriend of Madeline's mother, Jennifer Soto. And now the new information that they released, which is so messed up to me, really leads me to believe there should be charges for the mother. I really, really think that should be the case. Even though people might be, what, she lost her daughter, Listen to this and tell me if it changes your mind from Wesh. An incident report written by an Orange County Sheriff's Office detective says Jennifer Soto was interviewed on March 1st, after Stearns had been arrested for sexual abuse, and the same day that Madeline's body was found. During the interview, Jennifer Soto continuously protected Stefan Stearns, was questioned about why she prioritizes him over Madeline, and even at one point referred to this: the sex stuff was not evil, but the murder was evil. So she said the sex stuff that she believed her boyfriend was doing with her 13-year-old daughter was not evil, but the murder was evil. Jennifer Soto did not show the same level of emotion or care in regards to Madeline's ongoing victimization by Stefan Stearns than she did her appearance. It appeared to me that she had already accepted the victimization was happening, and her emotion appeared fictitious. During one interview, she said she didn't notice anything unusual going on between Madeline and Stearns, but said Madeline had recently told him that she had a crush on a boy. She has not been charged with any crimes. The evidence also includes pictures of an upstairs room in Soto's home. The room 4, is where she told investigators she sent Madeline to bed alone with her boyfriend the night before she vanished. The room is called the guest bedroom and has a chain lock on the inside. Photos show a handgun was found in the nightstand beside the bed in this room. They also used to rent this out as an Airbnb, and the people who would stay there, this guy had photos of them nude. He would sit there with his camera underneath the door and videotape them nude in the room that they were renting out in this house. And mom was running defense for this monster, who she was just beelining to her daughter. Here you go, up into room 4. She brings her 13-year-old daughter to stay with this guy who she's dating. She was putting her daughter in harm's way, in a terrible position, if this is true. That is really bad, and there are no charges against her right now. Now, if she wants to support this loser, that's fine by me. But if you want to charge him for doing horrific things to this young girl, this 13-year-old girl, then you should also charge the person that walked their own daughter up the stairs and led them to this room where she could be locked in and something could be done to her at gunpoint. That is every bit as terrible as whatever happened behind those doors. The mother giving her basic thumbs up, I guess, to the idea that this is behavior that would be acceptable for her is just as bad as anything else that happened behind that door. That is gross and grotesque. And the mother, to me, is no longer just a victim in the middle of this. The only victim was this poor 13-year-old girl.
I mean, to say the sex stuff was not evil, you're admitting
how
that
is
you
it
knew
not
what was
evil?
going on.
Yes, and it was evil.
And it sounds like you should be an accessory to it. I think.
I don't like that at all. I think that's so horrific. Anytime a parent is not protecting their child, but is an accessory to the abuse that is happening to their child, we should punish that as a people. We should punish that loudly and aggressively so that other people won't go, well, it's not such a big deal. He loves me, so I let him do this little thing. No. Hard pass on that. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. A lot of people on chat saying things like this. This is so disturbing. She should be charged as well. She was participating. It would appear, based on the sheriff's office report and some of the things she said, that, yeah, she seems to be guilty of something to me. Ford's Nowhere says, absolutely, she should be charged with the same crimes as the boyfriend. I just don't get why she's not, Ben. I think that there's a lot of evidence here. He was a terrible human being. And I refuse to believe, in almost all cases, if you're in a relationship with somebody, a long-term relationship, that you are wholly unaware of all their depraved behavior. And if you are aware of it and you do nothing or even assist in the depraved behavior that's going down, then to hell with you too. You should go down with them. Let us know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch. Just like this one. Here's I'm Not a Hippie chiming in.
All right, guys. If you're worrying about the dark cloud that's coming on Monday, check this out. Come out this Saturday night and you can drink all your sorrows away. I'll be downtown Sanford celebrating the release of my 5th book. Come out, pour a drink, pour a shot or two, and then just forget about Monday. When Monday gets here, hey, never know. It might be a little bit of good luck.
He's awesome.
At least you had a great weekend, though. Hippie out.
Did we not know? Did we know previously that I'm Not a Hippie has written 4 books and is releasing his 5th?
I didn't know that.
And has been Orlando Weekly best author.
Really? Has he? Good for him, man. That's a big accomplishment to be able to write not 1, not 2, but 5 books. So celebrate
barely writing
that.
a diary for more than a month.
That's a lot. He's putting out some content into the world. So I hope people enjoy that, and I hope you enjoy your party. Here's Fez with a dispatch.
Don't make us say goodbye to the news junkie.
Gonna make me cry.
How will we know what's going on in this great big wide world?
Got a pretty good voice.
Don't you know we can't trust the TV news? It makes us so sad, don't you see? Please don't take away our news junkie.
Thank you, Fez.
Learning all kinds of things. We got a 5-time author, and this guy's
Where
got
were
a
you guys before?
brilliant voice.
Yeah, that's true. We had all the this year. We've had like maybe 20 good dispatches, and now all of a sudden everybody's coming out of the woodwork right now. A star for you, Fez. A star for you, friend. Maybe we'll give out more of those today. You know what? In fact, I'll give you a month of secret shows as well. There you go. This shows you what you can get if you step up to the plate. We want to hear from you today with your dispatches at thenewsjunkie.com. When we return, what we're going to do is we're going to hear from a person who wants to be in charge of Wyoming. A big city in Wyoming, really, Cheyenne. You may have heard of it.
Yep.
And it's the thing that they plan on doing if they get elected mayor that really blows my mind. It will blow yours, too, and that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
You can call me Puzzle Master.
Definitely not going to do that.
How about Big Daddy?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
What's going on? I hope your drive right now is a smooth one, and it should be on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Looks like no major incident in your way. Of course, your usual delay, I-4 eastbound, approaching both World Drive and State Road at 535, but westbound is clear. East and westbound of the 408 as well. North and southbound lanes of the Turnpike, as well as the Greenway and 429 toll. If you have any incident to report, call our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
When it comes to refinancing or buying your first dream home, you got to work with that mortgage guy, Don. But also, when it comes to your commercial and small business administration loans, you got to work with that mortgage guy, Don. If you have an existing SBA loan with a rate of 9% or more, then guess what? You're in luck. That mortgage guy, Don, can refinance your qualified high-interest SBA loan to a low fixed rate of 8.25%. Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote today, and most importantly, work with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, and $1,000.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas,
September 20th and 21st.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
You have to see this to believe it.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. There are a lot of reasons to vote yes on Amendment 3, but let me give you one more good one. Today, too many adults are sitting in our jails simply because they were using marijuana, and that is just wrong. If I was your governor, I would free or parole every person in jail for possession, and then expunge everyone's record. Amendment 3 will put a stop to this and let the cops fight real crime, not fake crime. I'm tired of people being thrown in jail for something that is less harmful than alcohol or opioids. So now let's finish what I started and join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgageguydon.com.
With thatmortgageguydon.com.
How long have you been thinking about going solar? With power bills soaring higher and higher than ever, it's time to think about what you can save instead of what you're spending. Each year you wait, you could be losing thousands. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power or solar source? With over 40 years in business, Solar Source has over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They've had the same phone number since 1984. It's no wonder this company is the one I trust. I started with a pool heater solar, and now I'm thrilled that Solar Source has a pay-as-you-go system. I can save monthly, and it starts at $99. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk
will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 24/7 comedy.
Men don't settle down. We surrender. Women, we never express the emotions we're actually feeling, right? I'm fine means I'm about to stab you in the neck.
Clips from today's top comedians and the greatest of all time.
Donut hole. If you want a donut, have a donut. Why are you eating the hole?
When you need a laugh, just open the free iHeartRadio app and search comedy.
You can actually change the station.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Home of the world-famous Game of Magnets. This is the new...
My other pet theory this week is that Trump hates the bulletproof glass. I think he really does not like the bulletproof glass that they've put him behind.
I think most people don't.
Yeah, it's like he feels like a caged animal back
I feel like
there.
the Pope loved it.
The Pope is protected by even more than that sometimes, but the presidential candidates, they're not used to it. They're used to like just being up on the stage with the idea that the Secret Service would do their job and keep them safe. And now we know there's a problem with that. And this week we learned that I think at least 3 members of the Secret Service have been suspended for what happened the day that Trump was shot. And one story that came out was really kind of damning to me. And the story, in a nutshell, said that local law enforcement gave walkie-talkies to the Secret Service when they arrived. Here's how you can hear our communications and you can keep in touch with what we're going on. And the Secret Service people rebuffed them and never even touched the walkie-talkies. And if they had been listening to just like a single walkie-talkie, they would have heard all of the commotion. Hey, there's a shooter on the roof. Hey, there's this guy there. And they would have known what was happening. But they tried to big dog the local police. They thought they were bigger and better and we don't need your help and get out of here. Why are you even here kind of attitude. And that led to them not knowing about this. And that almost led to a leading presidential candidate being assassinated. So obviously these things are bad. But I don't think Trump likes being behind the bulletproof glass. He hopped out to talk to that lady that had a medical issue at one of his events. And then now he's doing this outside of the bulletproof glass. He was doing an interview. This woman from News Nation says, hey, I want to ask you a couple of questions. And in the middle of the interview, Trump's like, we're not safe. You're not safe. We're not safe here. He wasn't very wrong about that because the very same day that he's speaking in Arizona, the Arizona police said, hey, folks, if you could, help us find this guy. We can't find this missing person right now. And oh, by the way, he's said a bunch of terrible things about how he wants to, take out Trump. And you go, okay, wait, hold on. You lost a dude and he wants to take out Trump and
it's not the guy to lose.
Yeah, let's not do that. So here's Trump during this interview where it got a little awkward kind of.
In this area, obviously an assassin tried to kill you.
Yeah,
the sheriff
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
We're in danger standing here talking, so let's not talk any longer. No, I know about it, but they don't want me standing here. They don't want you standing here either. Have a good time. Thank you very much.
All right, it wraps up the interview. Like we're not safe standing here. They don't want me standing here. They don't want you standing here.
Huh.
I guess he's talking about the Secret Service, and it very well could be because there was that person that was missing, and they were extra careful that they didn't make yet another mistake.
No wonder the presidency or just the idea of being president makes all of them gray-haired. Mm-hmm. Because how much time a day do you spend around people whose sole job is to keep you from dying?
Yeah, I would not ever want the pressures of the job of president of the United States of America. Doesn't matter what party you come from, half the country is going to hate you. If you went in there with the most honest heart and the best intentions, and you just try to do a good job, you still are going to have people who want to see you burned at the stake. And that is not something that happens at normal jobs. Happens at this job from time to time, but it doesn't happen at normal jobs out there. Tips of the newsjunkie.com, and Terry emails the show. It says, subject, my opinion. All right, Terry. Terry says, I'm listening to the show, and Sean, you spelled it right, Terry, good for you, is a big mouth. He talks over the others. Very effing rude. And by the way, Terry, I don't call them the others. It's Sabrina and C-Lane. How dare you? Just refer to them as the others.
Professor and Marianne over here.
That's what's actually rude here, Terry. Very effing rude. He says, it's always his opinion. Imagine me having opinions on my radio show. How could I ever want to do that? What a wild thing to think of. He says he was rude to Sabrina regarding the Beyonce thing. I'm sorry, but I like the show better when Sean is off. I've listened for a while, and he's a big mouth. Sorry, not sorry, says Terry. Well, thank you, Terry, for the email, you little bitch. I appreciate it. You too can join the show. Just go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Fire one off. Just like this. DJ emails about Bill Skarsgård. Bill Skarsgård is the son of Swedish actor Stellan Skarsgård and the younger brother of Alexander, Gustav, and Sam. Big-ass family. Yeah. Older brother of Ija and Volter, and older paternal half-brother of Ossian and Kolbjorn. A lot of hard names in this family. Not to be confused with American actor Peter Sarsgaard, which is very close to Skarsgård.
I very much confuse the Sarsgaards for the Skarsgård, like forever ago. Peter Sarsgaard he was in something recently that we all watched. Mm-hmm. Presumed Innocent.
Well, okay, I didn't see that, but yeah, Courtney was watching that. She was watching that without me, and she said she liked it.
What was he in Presumed Innocent?
He was the DA, I think. He was kind of the enemy to.
Right. Oh, yes, he looked completely different.
Yeah, but he was also the guy that was in. He was really good in Garden State. I
love Garden State.
I've always liked him as an actor. I've always thought that he gets put in really roles that suit him very well, that he can execute perfectly. And so when I hear Skarsgård, I go, "Oh, is that the Peter guy?" No, it's not. But Stellan Skarsgård is in Andor, the one of the best things to come out of the Star Wars universe in a long time.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård. As for him, I love when an actor is so versatile that they do all kinds of different roles and they almost never look the same. And he has that quality to be Pennywise, then to be on, what was the series that he was in? Castle Rock, I think was the name of it. And the character that he played in that. And to be in this new movie, the remake of The Crow that he's doing, just looks totally different, acts completely different, sounds different. It's like a chameleon. And that's a feat as an actor to be able to pull that off. Some of the best do that. Some of the best operate on that level. So good for him. Thanks for the emails. And we'll go over to more of you with your dispatches momentarily. One more. Kevin emails. He says, hey, guys, just want to share a quick story with you. My wife, son, and myself were in downtown Sanford, and my 13-year-old son recently started collecting Beanie Babies. Didn't know people were still doing that. While in Goodwill,
he doesn't tell his friends at school about that, does he? 13 seems a little old.
He found a small black and white cat Beanie Baby and bought it. The next store we went into, the owner collected Beanie Babies as well and had been searching for that exact Beanie Baby for over a year because it was her daughter's favorite Beanie Baby so much they call her daughter Cat, and they wanted this particular one. Look how that works out. It's kismet in a way, in a non-romantic way. But we want to hear from you, and we hope that you have some things to say, spicy or not. I'll take them. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and record your first dispatch right now.
All right, big mouth.
We come back.
Little bitch.
I'll shut my big mouth up for a moment.
Yeah, cool it, Sean.
I'll shut up for the whole segment if you want me to. I just
I need an interaction from
helpful.
both of you during my segment, please. Thank you.
Happy to do that, but we do need to find out what's coming up on the next episode.
What's coming up on the next episode? Dance Moms, a new era is under fire after apparently defining said era is John Bonet murder-themed routines, dance style. Juvenile had to back his and his wife's ass up out of first class, and he went nuclear. Plus, Dolly Parton's marriage advice is solid, ? All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio, at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell Angel is listening to tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast for your Friday. And for today, we are going to be expecting increasing chances of showers and storms. These will mainly take place as we head into the early and mid-afternoon hours, with the best chances of rain taking place from around 1 or 2 o'clock, lasting through about 7 or 8 o'clock this afternoon and evening. Heavy downpours and frequent lightning can be expected, so make sure you're planning accordingly with highs in the upper 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World Jobs.
Ready to be a part of the magic as a cast member at Walt Disney World Resort? We are hiring a variety of full-time and part-time roles with great benefits like theme park admission, exclusive discounts, and more. Apply today at waltdisneyworld.jobs.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you, or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the UroLift system. The UroLift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the UroLift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the UroLift system.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
You've got a Pepto predicament, Beach Bum.
Hey, we're heading down to the beach. You coming?
Yeah, Dad. You coming?
I had a little too much to eat at the resort buffet. I need a minute. Oh, you overdid it. And now your beach vacation is giving you belly waves. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto Chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief so you can get back to making memories. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
It's Mattress Firm's best sale of the year, Labor Day sale. Save up to $900 on select adjustable mattress sets from Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Sealy. Plus, get up to a $300 instant gift for pillows and more.
Today in entertainment, we're shining the spotlight on a new movie that has the power to save lives, City of Dreams. From the executive producers of Sound of Freedom, City of Dreams is an inspiring thriller about a boy who finds the courage to fight back after being smuggled into the United States and tricked into working in a sweatshop. Celebrities and leaders like Tony Robbins, Luis Fonsi, Vivek Ramaswamy, Yalitza Aparicio, and Enrique Santos were so moved by this story of hope and resilience that they've joined forces to get the word out about this must-see film and to raise awareness of child trafficking. Critics have given the film a perfect 100% rating and call it powerful and eye-opening, Oscar-worthy, and a rallying cry for justice. Before opening in theaters on August 30th, City of Dreams is hosting the biggest premiere in history on August 28th. Visit cityofdreamsmovie.com to watch the trailer and register to redeem your complimentary tickets for you to attend this historic event. City of Dreams, in theaters August 30th.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, and you're having a good time.
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu. iHeartRadio, let's go! Get tickets now at AXS.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
I'm thinking back. I remember the next episode, the second and the third. And I mean, this could be the last. It could be the final next episode, which is wild to think about. But here we are. For those of you who don't know, I've been talking about the dark cloud that is over not just the show, but more than that. I mean, this is the big issue. And I said, I had a friend who's heard some gossip, bad news on the horizon. People go, no, Sean, how could that happen? You guys have such crazy high ratings. The station's printing money.
You're so good looking. You know, they say that about us sometimes.
All the time. Oh, I have to tell them to stop. It is not past the Suits to make the dumbest of moves. So wouldn't blow my mind if they just did something really, really stupid that everybody absolutely hated, that made no sense to any human beings with a brain. That's what the Suits do sometimes. So we then learn, and we run this up the chain, and they go, I don't know. And eventually we learned this morning, all of us like almost at the same time, that there's a mandatory meeting on Monday. Do not miss this meeting. Whatever you have planned, don't care what it is. Cancel it and get to this meeting. And usually those are meetings that aren't great historically in radio. So we don't know, but just in case, we want to be able to say thank you. Thank you for all the good times. Thank you for all the fun. Thank you for all the great shows. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the shoes. Thank you for the fish.
You got shoes?
Yeah.
I never got shoes.
I never got any shoes.
I don't have any shoes on right now, strangely enough. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Monday shall bring us.
This is how we get shoes.
Yeah, that would be awesome. What a great meeting.
Tuesday, shoes day.
All right, here we go. Let's do the next episode.
There's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I'm going to get loopy off my poopy.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey,
smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Refinancing, buying your first dream home, business owner, and you've got a SBA loan rate of 9% or more. There are so many things in between that I don't have time to name, but when it comes to figuring it out, getting the best deal, someone to explain the process to you, it's That Mortgage Guy Don. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com and work with an expert and a friend that you can trust.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was 34 years ago, the year 2000. 24 is the number I meant to say because it's not 2034. 2024 is
That'd be big
year.
if true. If we were all wrong all along, it was actually 2032
Time
or 34.
machine style. I was on this day, though, the final episode of the very first season of
Survivor. Richard Hatch.
That is correct. Gay, tax evading Richard Hatch won the very first $1 million on Survivor. But never forget, it was also the very first and last time that Sue went out with a bang. And it was a very long speech. I tried my best. I mean, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but some highlights from off the bat.
Without going into a whiny speech.
Which she did.
Makes you a bit of a loser in life. You sucked on that game. I'll shake your hand, and I'll go on from here. But if I ever pass you along in life again, and you were laying there dying of thirst, I would not give you a drink of water.
Yikes.
That was a peak.
Kind of a butthole, and she's not a good teammate. What is she doing now is the biggest question.
I don't know.
Me
Sue
either.
from Survivor? Sue, Survivor 1. I'll find it.
I'll tell you what this guy's doing right now, though.
Juvenile.
Yeah.
He was at one
Sue,
of our shows.
Sue Hawk is her name.
What is she doing?
She
doesn't have a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, she does. She was a truck driver. Hawk's house and barn are located in Clever, Missouri. As of May 2007, she's been married to her husband since the mid or late 1980s.
Any section on if you were to crawl into the front porch area of that farmhouse asking for water?
Nope, they didn't mention this.
What you would do. Juvenile, he went off. Apparently on American Airlines, not a big fan. And now let's see, was he in the right or the wrong?
All right.
That's your...
Was he in the right or was he in the wrong? One thing's for sure, I made up this song.
That was not the worst one. Damn it. See, Lane?
That's what I was shooting for.
I guess the airline tried to kick him and his wife out of their first class seats on the flight.
Okay.
Juvenile.
Why?
By the way, did you know his real name? 2 points if you don't.
I did not know. There's a lot about that guy I didn't know.
Terrius Gray.
Terrius Gray.
Is
Okay.
his name. Better known as Juvenile. He shared videos of the incident on Instagram. First video, he's talking to the American Airlines flight attendants, being told he has to move to Coach.
No.
Yeah, dude. Might as well put him in the overhead storage bin because he's a celebrity, and he made that known in his videos and out loud.
What Coach was called one time when I was getting on a flight, and
Cabin?
I accidentally called it general admission.
Oh.
And the lady was like, what?
GA promo tickets. It was very weird how it all went about, but instead of, I don't know, going about it in a calm way or why is this happening, of all people, he took it right to Instagram, and here's part one.
So who is sitting in his seat?
That's his wife, I believe.
Y'all hear this? We have the seat. That's his seat. I'm his wife, so how would you downgrade him and I can still stay?
Seat available. We go by the list on the computer. Man, they try to kick me off the plane, y'all. They try to kick me off of America.
We have to.
They try to take me out of first class.
Oh, he did sound like Juvenile just then when he said first class.
First class.
They put me in no coach, man. They put me in no coach.
No coach, he says.
This ain't never happened to me in my life.
These are our seats.
Man,
We got on our tickets. It say 1A. It say 1A,
I'm
1A and 1C.
I'm a celebrity. I'm telling you, this is gonna be repercussions.
This is gonna be. And it
There's going to
certainly
be
was.
consequences and repercussions.
This is part 2 of that.
I'm gonna get off the plane. I'm not gonna let y'all disrespect me like that.
So he gets off the
I'm not
plane.
gonna let y'all choose me out, all the people on the plane, and disrespect me. So I'm gonna get off the plane. No. I'm gonna get off the plane.
He got off the plane. I skipped
Out of all
over.
the people on the plane, y'all pick a celebrity.
He did.
Oh.
They picked a celebrity.
I mean, if you got to pick somebody to move back in the plane, Juvenile, I mean, the headline writes itself.
It does.
Do you think they asked him that way?
No way. But a second
Sir,
video.
we're going to need you to back that ass up to coach, please, if you don't mind.
The third video, riddled.
If Sean and I were flight attendants, Sean would lean over to me and go, C-Lane, I will give you $300 if you go up to him.
Free wine, little bottles.
And say, unfortunately, we've overbooked first class. I'm going to need you to back that ass up to coach.
If they overbooked first class and they wanted him to move, I'm totally with him. That's so annoying when that kind of crap happens. That's really frustrating.
At the very least, like you don't move them back. They maybe see if
is that the reason
up
why?
Here? Like, also, is
That's
there
the
not
question.
a timeline of who got their tickets most recently, or offer them a voucher for first class on the very next flight? They're like, we're just going to need you to move. And once he got back in his car, backed his ass up back to the tarmac.
What I'm saying is, if you do what you just said, Sabrina, and you lead with, like, well, here's what I'm going to give you, it's less likely that the person's going to explode. Like, don't
They're making
start
it
with
look
the
like
bad.
he started a thing. It's their fault.
If he's just sitting there in his seat and they were actually wrong, then that does make him look bad, I think. But if he didn't have a ticket, then that's different.
Juvenile's S list is where American Airlines is.
Talking about first class. First class? I think I know a thing or two about first class. Huh? Ain't that first class? All of them. I think I know a thing or two
Yes,
about
he does.
first class.
Wait.
Say first class one more time.
American Airlines, all the money I spend with you bitches. Everything that's good is American Airlines. Try to put me in coach, motherfucker. Ain't never flew coach. Y'all.
Damn.
I'm a Delta gal.
Good thing we didn't put him in the small dressing room.
Yeah, wow.
And we did take him to Margarita.
Yeah.
So there's that. This guy right here, he is dead, but his estate is alive and well in a courtroom and arguing over all of his money.
Michael Jackson.
Quickly, the Juvenile thing was because they had to change the aircraft last minute, and I guess they changed it to one that didn't have enough first class seats.
So
Well,
why-
that is
of all
annoying, yeah.
people, Juvenile.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. California court found that Michael Jackson's mother, Katherine Jackson, had no basis to challenge a lower court's approval of a deal with Sony Music on her late son's catalog. She was the one that was going to stop it all, but they said, no, go for it, estate that's not Michael Jackson's mom. And now they've gotten the approval to sell his catalog for how much money?
The whole thing?
It's
or
a little bit of money. It's a decent amount of his catalog.
a decent amount of his catalog? I get these so wrong that Sabrina hates when I guess, but I'm going to say
It's Michael Jackson. Now, does his catalog, it's his catalog, because remember, he bought Beatles' catalog. Does that become Michael Jackson's catalog of Beatles music?
I don't know where that ended up. I don't know if that's
He also
part
bought
of it.
Eminem's catalog, did he not?
Did he?
No.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Google? I don't have time to do it right now.
All right, I'll see if he owns it. I'm going to say $400 million.
That's a good guess, Sean. Thank you.
$1 billion.
That is a bad guess, C-Lane. Thank you. $600 million catalog sale. Possibly going to Sony, and Mama ain't pleased.
Here's your fact check. Michael Jackson bought Eminem's music rights after the rapper dissed him. This says a mixture of the truth.
Okay.
Jackson had had a 50% stake in a media company that bought Eminem's back catalog in 2007.
What does that mean? As far as
he didn't directly buy it, but some company he's connected to bought some of Eminem's songs.
Well, there you have it. Now the big question is, does Michael Jackson's catalog include all the music he bought when he was alive?
I don't know.
Guess we shall see. I don't know if there was rights to this, but Dance Moms, they're back, baby. It's a new era. That's the reboot of the show, and they're already in controversy because they decided to perform via dancer Ashlyn, 11 years old, the shocking sequence in which it was all based around JonBenet Ramsey's murder.
That's a weird move right there.
I didn't know you could have a dance inspired by something like that.
I tried to find something on YouTube or a remix of some sort, maybe make up my own as far as the JonBenet Ramsey murder song of the year, but they did it anyways. Number of people outraged over the routine that was based off of Ramsey's murder back in 96, the case which garnered, of course, national attention even all these years later, can be featured on the episode titled Glow Don't Give with Both Hands, which I guess Ashlyn's mother, Lisa, had said, you're going to be a glitz pageant girl. That's who JonBenet was. But then she got kidnapped and murdered. So good luck, babe. And then she got out there.
Hey, also, a weird thing is JonBenet Ramsey, as best I recall,
is Katy Perry now, from what I believe.
She only did like one or two or just like a handful of those pageants. And then afterwards, they kept using those photos for all of the missing stuff. And then just like the rags at the grocery store started saying the pageant girl. She didn't even do that much pageant stuff. And they just like made it like that was her whole life in the press.
But I do believe because it was so popular in the murder case that's why pageantry for little girls became so popular for reality television.
It could be, maybe.
And that I just made up off the top of my head. Dolly Parton says, when it comes to marriage, a successful one to be exact, I quote, stay gone as much as you can.
All right.
That's from Dolly. And when it comes to this gal right here,
Beyonce. Damn it.
J-Lo is right. She now has $17 million worth of engagement rings.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, including the $5.6 million rock she got from Ben Affleck this time around. Happy marriage, everybody. Follow your dreams. Send me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, as it may be the last place you can follow me.
True.
At Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, stay with memory.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back this week in Florida, it is going down. One last trip through the Sunshine State headlines. Join us for it, will you? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers play here. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
If you're behind the wheel on the major highways and roads of Orlando, some delays you should know about, of course, your usual I-4 eastbound approaching 535, but also some due to incidents causing delays like Goldenrod Road south of Lake Underhill Road, John Young Parkway at 2 points, one near Holden Avenue and another near Oak Ridge Road, also Conway Road at Hoffner Avenue and Apopka Vineland Road near Kilgore at Point Cypress Drive. The Turnpike and Greenway are clear. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Kissimmee. It's the Labor Day sale at Mattress Warehouse, where they believe in work hard, sleep better. Save up to 70% on top name brands. Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest, Casper, Purple, Serta, and more. For technology you can trust and low prices that can't be beat, visit mattresswarehouse.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
You sailed beyond the horizon in search of an island scrubbed from every map. You battled krakens. You navigated through storms. Your spade struck the lid of a long-lost treasure chest, while you cooked up a lasagna. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling adventure stories on Audible.
Guys, are you tired of being tired? Frustrated because it seems impossible to lose belly fat? If you're looking for a solution, then listen to Mark.
I had fantastic results with the Andro 400 Max. Probably lost 35 pounds, and more impressive than that was the inches I lost off of my belly and my waist. And the increased energy is fantastic. I'll be totally honest, I tried a different product, and I wasn't happy with the different product. You guys are considerably cheaper than the other brand, and I can really feel the difference.
Andro 400 Max, the extra strength, all natural testosterone booster. The safe, easy, and affordable way to gain energy and lose stubborn belly fat. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Feel and look like a new man. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Summer doesn't have to end. At Myrtle Beach, you can hold on to that sweet summer feeling a little bit longer. iHeartMedia is giving away a trip for a family of 4 to extend their summer a little bit longer at Myrtle Beach. Go to iHeart.com/visit Myrtle Beach to enter.
Mom, don't forget I have soccer practice. Mom, I am not eating gluten. Mom, I need help with homework.
Sound familiar? You need margarita therapy. Make it organic, have it to go along with dinner, and treat yourself. Experience real Mexican food. SanJoseOriginal.com.
Summer doesn't have to end. At Myrtle Beach, you can hold on to that sweet summer feeling a little bit longer. iHeartMedia is giving away a trip for a family of 4 to extend their summer a little bit longer at Myrtle Beach. Go to iHeart.com/visit Myrtle Beach to enter.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman. Instead of talking about how great my law firm is, let's talk about autism awareness. In Central Florida alone, there are thousands of children on the autism spectrum, including my son, Jacob. I'm not asking for a donation, but just a couple seconds of kindness when you see one of our children out in public. It will make a huge difference. If you want or need any information concerning the autism community, contact me at jeff@whenyouneedus.com. Offices, Orlando.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Yeah! Text the nationwide keyword LUCKY to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's LUCKY to 200-200.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
a moment. C-Lane on deck with that. Brandon on YouTube says, all this dark cloud talk is starting to sound serious. To think this is the last day of the show and I've never sent in a dispatch. Probably
what are you waiting for, man?
It says probably should, but my phone is in the other side of the room. So it's difficult for him. I hate to see that happening to you. MFQ says TNJ, the news junkie, is being split up. C-Lane to the Monsters, Sabrina to the Jim Colbert Show, and Sean to the Walmart Plus podcast. Nice. I got that in my future. Maybe I'll do the bowling radio. That's what I'll go with. Somebody's got to do it out there.
I forgot about Bowling Radio Network.
I did not know of this. Tell me more.
Yeah. Back when Colonial Lanes was still around, that's what they played while we were bowling. And there would be like a DJ, and you could text in requests, and they'd be like, yeah, this is for Sabrina at Lane 5 in Orlando, and she wants to hear, whatever.
'Cause I'm your lady.
That's a good jam. And Sam says on YouTube, they don't announce or telegraph shutting down a show or station. They just lock them out of everything last minute. Right. I mean, that's in line with everything we've said. I said I heard from a very truthful source and a very connected person that this was happening. And then I ran that up the chain, and then all of a sudden we got mystery big meeting Monday, absolutely mandatory. Everybody must be there. They don't tend to do these without something going on. So what is the something? And is it the dark cloud? Those are all the huge questions and just honest questions that I have certainly right now. And there's so many people who are listening going like, it's just bit. Do you ever think for a second that this is just what's going on? This is just
Philadelphia, here we come. Philadelphia.
Ever think about that?
Philadelphia.
So appreciate our transparency.
Yeah. People are just they're so skeptical of this show, and anytime we talk about something that's actually happening. So I don't know what to tell you. Here we go.
Here we go.
Are you ready, C-Lane?
Yeah, thanks for the sweet lead-in, bud. Really appreciate.
It's fun, huh?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state.
It's This Week in Florida.
That's right, the weekend is here. Perhaps the never-ending weekend.
Gonna be a long
time to take a trip around the great state of Florida, the Sunshine State, see some of the craziness that has happened in the past 7 days or so.
So excited for this massive trip that I booked.
Oh, yeah. Timing on that.
I'll have a few bills as well.
I'll put a pin in that.
There's a thing that's been happening that just wrapped up. We don't even have final numbers on it, but it happens every year. And I think people are just kind of tired of it. They're kind of done with it. And that is the Great Florida Python Challenge, which just ended on Sunday.
Okay.
It marked the end of another 10 period. I think they missed a word here. A 10-day period where the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission invited the public to hunt the invasive snake and be eligible for cash prizes. According to FWC spokesperson Lisa Thompson, who works for the Division of Habitat and Species Conservation, there were 857 registrants for this year's challenge.
Damn.
Down from 1,050 last year.
Oh, a little less interest. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe they're doing the thing that they wanted the whole time. There's not enough pythons?
But I mean, you sign up ahead of time. So that number is not the number of people who got pythons. That's the number of people who said, I'm going to go find some pythons. This is the 12th year the FWC has held the Python Challenge. The first one had over 1,500 total participants, the most in the event's history. So it's just nothing but gone down. Registration numbers for the year, 728, what?
Nothing. That was going to be so inappropriate and uncomfortable for everybody.
Hey, today's the day to do it if you're going to do it ever.
Yeah, rip it out. Come on. What was it?
So did I in college or something like that. Go down. I told you to keep going.
728 Florida residents signed up. 129 people came from out of state. 2 hunters who came from Ontario were included in that total. 138 military participants and 38 professional hunters. Because if you're a pro, you can still, I guess, sign up for the Big Python Challenge. But we're still waiting to hear what the winner is. Who got the biggest snake and who got all the monies. New charges for this model who killed 2 in a Miami crash. Social media model Macy, spelled Maecee, which is, I don't know if that's her doing it or her parents were weird. Macy Marie Lathers. She was back in a bond court in Miami-Dade Thursday. She faces 4 new charges in connection with a crash that killed 2 people in downtown Miami in mid-August. Authorities said she told them she was a time traveler and high on a party drug.
Perfect.
The new charges came as a result of
I'm a time traveler, but I came back here to do those drugs, man.
Hold on. Do we know for sure that she is not a time traveler?
We're not totally sure, but I mean, now would be a good time to travel back to whatever time you came from. Lather is 24 years old of
that
Miami Gardens.
Racist.
Go back to where you came from.
Lather is 24 years old, had her foot firmly on the gas pedal, according to the vehicle data search warrant that they got. She was driving nearly 80 miles an hour at the time of the August 10th wreck, and she blames it on pink cocaine.
Yeah, that's good stuff, huh?
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I mean...
Is that a thing?
I've never heard of pink. I've heard of yellow cocaine.
That sounds bad.
Is urine in it?
It does sound bad.
Yeah, that sounds like pee-pee cocaine. You don't want that. The pink stuff sounds fun.
Police said she would tell officers she was under the influence of Tusi, a party drug, that she was from the future, that she had a crystal ball. She said all kinds of things. The Tusi, or the number 2 in the letter C, is described in a 2023 medical journal as a new ketamine concoction that is also known as pink cocaine. So that's a thing, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, if there's actually cocaine in it, then it sounds like...
Wait, so they call it pink but it's not actually? It's actually ketamine?
It said ketamine concoction. So if it's both of the things...
You shouldn't be driving a car while you're
definitely shouldn't be driving a car.
Definitely not.
But if it's both the things, it's also called a Calvin Klein.
All right.
I've never tried a Calvin Klein, but you guys know somebody who has.
Today's the day, bud.
I wish there was video of this next one. There is a Floridian, and it's weird. There's a reason they put Floridian and not Florida man or Florida woman, because this is a person who used they, them pronouns.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's ruining the bit. You can't say Florida man or Florida woman. It's a Florida they. But the Floridian has pleaded guilty in an Australian court on Wednesday after they were caught attempting to smuggle a 24-karat gold-plated gun down under.
Oh, you don't do that in Australia.
No, they're very strict about that. That and dogs. You don't try to bring your dogs there either. And it says here, and there's no video of this, they did a backflip before entering their plea.
What?
That's
excellent. It says, American backpacker Liliana Goodson flips in court. And you read the headline and you think like, oh, wow, she lost it in court. Nope. They did a backflip before entering their plea. They were on their way to a clown institute in Sydney.
Okay. C-Lane, what website is this from?
The Daily Beast. Look it up. Liliana, Liliana Goodson. You'll see a picture of that gold gun. They were stopped at Sydney Airport with a Colt 45 style pistol and ammunition in their luggage in May of 2023. Goodson also shared that they were carrying a cat spine squirrel feet, and rabbit pee.
That's that pink cocaine.
That's what they were bringing to the Clown Institute in Sydney. When I got over here, the gun was not even in the back of my mind at all. The 29-year-old reportedly told the Australian Border Force, I did not remember. My memory failed me. To forget to bring a gun to Australia.
They're very excited to go to the Clown.
To forget that gun on your way to the Clown Institute.
Cool-looking gun.
Kind of is.
It's
but not as
gold-plated.
cool as you look as a clown doing a backflip in court.
Come on, guys, for real. Can you imagine what it would feel like to do a backflip like that? Like to land a backflip?
So,
no.
Like
yes, I do. And I just saw the tutorial, and
How to do
apparently
it?
we could still do it.
I don't think
But
I
it's-
can.
I'm not trying.
But it's all about like mind over matter.
No.
Yeah, you got to force yourself to do something that you know your body doesn't want to do because it's dangerous. But
I think I can do it.
We went to the meeting on
I'm gonna
Monday.
try
and
right now.
I gave some big speech and I was like, and you could kiss my ass. And then I did a flip and landed it.
If I break my neck at work before the big meeting,
Man.
do I still get
Okay.
Yes, do it now.
Imagine this. Imagine this. Remember that big awkward speech we sat through in a meeting?
Yeah, I
What if
remember
that person did a backflip after that?
That would have been
and
the
then
greatest moment
didn't
of my
land
life.
it, and then they're
They sound like the lady on the viral video when she was doing the grapes.
that's gonna be me Monday.
There's another 22-year-old behind bars for driving under the influence, and it says here that he made a strong anti-bullying statement with the shirt that he was wearing in his mugshot. This is the mugshot.
Says,
Wait a
"Don't
second. Was
bully
that
me."
that was
All
the shirt that I saw
C-word.
in St. Augustine? Was it
Yeah,
not? Yeah.
but it was on the back of that one, wasn't it? I think it was on the back of that person's
How
shirt.
convenient that the lettering is so up on the shirt itself.
Yeah, it almost looks fake. It's real. It says, "Don't bully me." All C-word.
Mm-hmm. He was booked into jail around 5:30 in the morning on the misdemeanor court. He got bonded $1,000 after posing for the mugshot. He would have been directed to change into a boring old orange prison smock, denying fellow inmates a glimpse at his unique fashion sense. That is according to the Smoking Gun, a man who has way too much time on his hands. Impersonated a Miami Springs pizzeria. He has.
How do you do that?
He say, "Hi, I'm a pizzeria."
Winter Springs? Yeah, I had to have a large pie, please.
Over that. A 55-year-old man is facing a felony charge in South Florida for a bizarre and impressive, I think, impersonation scheme
How
that
bizarre?
left pizza customers getting a raw deal. What this guy did was he went around to like tourists staying in the hotels in Miami Springs, and he passed out fake flyers to his fake pizzeria.
Mm-hmm.
And then they called him and ordered pizzas, and he delivered just crap raw ass pizzas to their door.
Some Tony Pepperoni nonsense, if I've ever heard it here.
It's Pepperoni Tony.
Yeah.
No, it's Tony Pepperoni, isn't it? Is it Pepperoni Tony or Tony
don't know.
Pepperoni?
I don't remember which one is which.
Girlfriend. Character.
She did it again earlier. I can't get away from it. It's a problem.
The elaborate scheme to defraud tourists staying in the hotels of Miami Springs, he pretended to be a well-known local pizza parlor. According to police, customers thought they were ordering pies from Roman's Pizza, but instead were getting subpar slices from a guy named Jose.
Who's to say that Roman's is not crap pizza too?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think they said.
Thank you. Boppity-boo.
Man crashes semi into Florida strip club, killing one, injuring two. That's in Tampa. That is
Worst lap dance ever?
Could be. A man busted with meth while checking in with his probation officer. You don't want to do that. When a Haines City police officer walked outside Saturday evening to see what had made the loud noise he just heard, he found Gary Anderson on top of a riding lawnmower in the parking lot. The officer told the 68-year-old Anderson three things. He had just struck the officer's police cruiser. There was no damage, and he was drunk. The 68-year-old man started laughing and then took a more aggressive posture towards the officer. This took place around 7 p.m. while the police cruiser was parked outside the Rodriguez Fashion Convenience Store. The officer was inside when he heard the noise. It came back out, found Anderson on a riding lawnmower towing a black trailer with a red and white cooler inside. The officer also saw some damage to the vehicle's bumper. Man, oh my gosh, it was revealed his blood alcohol level was 0.241.
Woo, that's pretty drunk right there.
Wow.
To be doing the riding lawnmower thing? Was he mowing lawns or just towing this trailer? Police added a blood test revealed cocaine in his system, but Anderson accused the police of putting it there.
Let's see how that works out.
Yeah, bold
What else
move,
you have to
Cotton.
lose?
This one, I have nothing but questions because it's like, why do you need this? Why would you need it if you're together? A Lady Lake woman has been arrested in an alleged attack on her boyfriend who declined her request for phone sex. He said no, and she punched him.
All right.
Why are you asking for the phone sex if you're in the same room? Why not just
She was planning a trip, obviously.
Yeah, maybe she's into that. She's like very specifically into just the phone stuff.
Well, she attacked him, and the boyfriend ran to a neighbor's home and urged the neighbor to call 911 after the attack by 37-year-old Christina Alexandria Pearsall. This guy that just got sentenced to life in prison really doubled down. I mean, a lot of times people say, like, I'm sorry, something came over me.
What
But
did he say?
Omar Rodriguez, who killed a man over a dispute over dog poop in 2015, yelled at the man's widow, "The coward was your husband. That's why I killed him." He cried like a baby before he was walked out of the courtroom to start his life in prison sentence. There was a guy in, it doesn't say here, the guy on the Gulf side of Florida. He has, Ormond Beach, that's where he was. That's not the Gulf side. They say he discovered what it's like, what happens when you don't file taxes for over 2 decades. He pled guilty Tuesday to evading more than $2.4 million in taxes. And last but not least, there's a doctor that has been threatened with some disciplinary action. They say he's forgetting to wear his hearing aids.
What?
And it's been a problem because this doctor gives colonoscopies and he was unable to hear his patient screaming.
Oh my God! Okay,
so yeah, he's going to be
in trouble.
He's according to the Florida Department of Health administrative complaint reviewed by USA Today. Gastroenterologist Dr. Ishwari Prasad was placed on probation by the state's Board of Medicine after 2 colonoscopy procedures went wrong under his care. He couldn't hear them screaming. Why were they awake? Should have known that. Should have had his head things in, his earmuffs. I almost said earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs is what he had. His hearing aids. That's it. Ooh, crashed and burned for the last one, guys. Really did. It was going so well. But then
The deaf doctor loved it.
Nosedive. That's it for this week in Florida.
There we go. Thank you, C Lane. Let's go over to
Sean
a dispatcher
hated it, too.
No, I thought it was a great time. It was an enjoyable
Recap
romp.
it real quick.
Well, we started with I forgot where we started.
Mm-hmm.
And this happens for every segment. You know how this works. What did we talk about in the segment before this?
So much.
We did the next
no
episode.
clue, right? Oh, we did the. She should have known that right off the bat. I forget every single thing we do after we do it. It just goes into a black hole or something.
Oh, I got to ask you, Sabrina. Speaking of forgetting what we talked about,
What up?
Mm-hmm.
were you acting? Were you performing yesterday?
Yeah, and I got called out for it. Thanks to you.
What happened?
Jimmy brought up the
fluoride story.
fluoride story.
And Sabrina was doing a good job. She got, I don't know. What could it be?
There's this whole segment for it. There's like, what is making the kids dumber? And I'm like, and so Jack and I had a back and forth, and apparently
They're all
C-Lane,
guessing. I
during
texted
that
Jack. I was
back
like,
and
if she
forth-
guesses, don't let her guess. Don't give her. Don't give it to her. We talked about this.
But then he got the text and didn't say anything. It was a talk back later on that was like, heard on the news, junkie.
Oh,
And then
how could they do that?
And then I saw Jimmy's trust in me completely get drained from his face.
Alternatively, she could have been like, we talked about this earlier. And then that
And
would
then
have just
what-
like,
What are we going to do for
pop-
the next 15 minutes?
Yeah.
See you guys later.
It was an interesting discussion nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really just learned a lot about my teeth and how I should be flossing or whatever.
Are you flossing? Do you floss?
I water pick now.
Oh, I almost got one of those the other day. I almost bought one.
I got one of those years ago.
Same.
And I thought, because I hate flossing, and I said,
stupid.
Oh, let's get the water pick. You know, I'm going to use this all the time. I used it for like a week.
So I had an old water pick, used it for a week, and rotted. And now I got one for the Prime Day that we recently had.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I'm in the routine now.
Oh, that's good.
In the shower works because That's the biggest thing. When you water pick, it sprays everywhere.
Yeah, you don't want it all over the
Not
counter.
do it in the shower.
All right,
Little
we're
fun
going to take a
fact
quick break.
about me.
just something on the way out that you should know. When we return, we'll get to some of your
I'm not
dispatches.
gonna have dental insurance.
I got these teed up and ready to go. There's more people who are upset about this golf course story. There's a whole bunch going on, and it's all coming up next in the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Kissimmee. During the Labor Day sale at Mattress Warehouse, uncover incredible savings and experience the luxury of Beauty Rest Black. Save up to $1,200 on Beauty Rest Black adjustable mattress sets, plus free next-day delivery and 0% interest financing, only at Mattress Warehouse.
Folks, we live in Central Florida, and it is incredibly important that your air conditioning work perfectly every single time you want to use it. And that's why I strongly suggest you pick up the phone and you call Mills Air. They have been in business since 1992. That is over 30 years of experience keeping people just like you nice and comfortable inside their houses. Their techs can service any brand out there. It doesn't matter what type of AC you have, a big one, small one, mini split, whatever you got, they're going to get you up and running. They are very, very good at doing this. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer, and they can get you really big rebates on a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call at 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Captivia LLC is seeking a full-time senior ERP consultant to design, develop, and implement ERP software solutions. This position requires a master's degree in computer science, computer engineering, or a related field, and 3 years of experience in the job offered or a related position. This may be substituted with a bachelor's degree in computer science, computer engineering, or a related field, and 5 years of experience in the job offered or a related position. Skills and knowledge in ODOO ERP certification, WooCommerce, Magento, Oracle, Python, Java, ZPL2, AWS Cloud Services, GitHub, AWS and DigitalOcean Server Deployment, Docker, PostgRE SQL, Linux, EDI, Avalera, Tax, Jira, Confluence, ASANA, incidental travel 1% of the time throughout the U.S. Job site is located in Orlando, Florida. Please email resume at thomas.richard@captivea.com. Again, qualified applicants, please email resume at thomas.richard@captivea.com.
We all think about buying a house instead of renting, right? But did you ever realize you're renting your electricity every single month? Yep, overpaying the power company and watching prices rise every year. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power with Solar Source? I started with my pool heater going solar, and now I'm thrilled with Solar Source's pay-as-you-go system, where I can save each month starting at only $99. Now, Solar Source isn't new to this game. They've been in business for nearly 40 years with the same phone number since 1984 and over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They are the company I trust. Are you ready to stop renting your electricity? Switch to Solar Source today and start owning your own power. Switch to Solar Source today by going to solarsource.com/monster. Honestly, going Solar Source has been the best thing we've done all year. I absolutely love the company, and you save more money when you tell them you know Russ Rollins. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Nothing goes better with back to school than tacos. Well, you can always add guacamole, chicken, or steak fajitas, tamales, and why not the famous and acclaimed Burrito California experience. Delicious and real Mexican food at San Jose's original Mexican restaurant. SanJose'sOriginal.com.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface,
too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events.
Is somebody messing with us?
Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Yeah! Text the nationwide keyword LUCKY to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's LUCKY to 200-200.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is
He says, hey, Sean, this is Paul from Palm City. Well, hey, Paul from Palm City. How you doing out there? Hope all is well. He says, I've been listening to the show for a while now. It would really suck if you guys get the axe. But if that does happen, can you guys please keep us informed if you're on another station or what have you? And if the axe does come down, can you please send me just one of those Hitman magnets from Fritz on the Street? Still asking on the way out. Thanks. Best regards, Paul. Paul, you can always find out what's going on thenewsjunkie.com, or you could follow everybody on social media, which is thenewsjunkie.com/share. I would recommend doing that. That way you can be on top of anything that's happening with this show at all times. Don't want you to be caught, with your caught in a situation where you just don't know where to find us. You can always find us on our own profiles and on the website, thenewsjunkie.com. So thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Chris emails. He says, about the golf courses that the state of Florida was talking about putting in Hope Sound, leave it alone. Isn't anything sacred anymore? Leave the parks alone. Golf courses, pickleball courts, pavilions, and hotels. Why do that crap north of Gainesville in the middle of the state where it doesn't matter? Not on our parks and wetlands of Central and South Florida where real Florida life lives.
Yeah,
you go there for hikes, to camp, to see and enjoy what's left of Florida, not to travel trailer or hotel it for the weekend. I have, and I know others that have, canoed and camped most of the state. It's a great place. Go look at it all before it's gone. These imbeciles won't be happy until something is built on every acre of the state. Hey, people for this and new people moving here, you wonder why there's an alligator in your backyard? Because you put a house in its front yard, bitch. Sean, Sealand, and Sabrina, you guys are the best. Central and South Florida native boy. P.S. You're not going anywhere or there will be mutiny on the airwaves, he says. All right, we'll leave it at that for right now. But a lot of people are upset about this golf course plan. I don't blame them. It's such a stupid idea. And sometimes what they do is they pop up an idea like this and they go, we'll open this up for public comment. It's like a Parks and Rec episode. We'll open it up at this elementary school on Thursday at 3:15 a.m. And anybody who has an issue with this can voice their concerns there. And you go, well, is there going to be like an online thing? Can I join remotely? Can I call it? No. You have to be there, and you have to be wearing a blue shirt and teal shoes, and then
I happen to have that in my trunk. Next.
And you may be required to show additional pairs of shoes of different color when on the scene, but we cannot tell you ahead of time what other colors those will be. Otherwise, we're going to build the golf courses, dummies. That's what they're going to do. They want to heavy hand this thing down. This is why big government stuff is dumb. And I don't know exactly why anybody thinks this is a good idea, but regular ass people don't like it. They don't like their parks being messed with. They don't want a bunch of golf courses everywhere. There's plenty of golf courses already. Almost down the line, if you get rid of like climate change stuff or whatever, if you just go down the line and ask almost every person, do you think we should do our best to preserve the beauty of nature? Do you think we should keep beaches clean? Do you think we should invest in making sure that we protect the state that we live in? Almost everybody's going to go, hell yes.
Except for the golf people, apparently.
Except for whoever wants to build this golf course. And do you know who benefits from this? Some real big, giant, rich company that makes money building the golf courses. That's about it. That's about the only people.
There are people that are going to be kicked out of their homes if this goes through.
Yeah, there's some houses in there for staff in the Hobe Sound area. This is not just the Hobe Sound area in Jonathan Dickinson State Park. It's more than that, but some of this stuff is supposed to happen there. I don't dig it. And the headline is a weird one on this from WPTV. Park visitors urge those who oppose golf courses to, quote, blurt your heart out. What is a blurt? And how does one blurt your heart out?
That's a blurt.
I'm not. Hold on, let me look this up here. A blurt is not a word that I would use.
Blurt stuff out all the time.
Oh, yeah. To blurt is to like toss it out, but blurt your heart out? Who would say that? That's very weird.
The way they're saying it sounds like there's some new hot social media app called Blurt.
Yeah, go on blurt.com.
Send us a blurt.
Go to your blurt account
and then re-blurt my blurt.
As much as you possibly can on this. Blurt. Say something suddenly without careful consideration. Blurt your heart out.
Blurted all over this door.
I would not say it that way. I would say, speak out. Go say something. Let your opinions be heard by the people who just want to ram jam.
Phrases, Sean.
Blurt your heart out.
Blurt it.
A little bit weird.
Get your blurt on.
We'll take it. Let's go over to you. Your dispatches. Let's see what you have on your mind. Here's Femster Baby with a dispatch.
Please say it ain't so. I recall a station in Jacksonville back in the day that changed formats, and all they played back-to-back, non-stop, no breaks was The Doors. This is the end. Started on a Friday, did not end until Monday morning when they switched to country. I hope it does not happen to you all, because Sean, Sabrina, C-Lane, you're a credit to your profession. You guys are awesome. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you, Femster Baby. We're going to do that, but we're doing it with Time of Your Life by Green Day.
No, it would obviously be Boys to Men.
We'll do Time of Your Life by Green Day over and over and over again.
Boys to Men has been since we started the show, and that's how it ends. End of the Road, maybe it would be more on theme.
At the end of the road. That's a beautiful song. I have bad memories to that song, though.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I have bad memories to both of those songs.
I have bad memories for Good Riddance by Green Day. How about that?
What are your bad memories?
Death.
Mine are too.
We could do 2 a.m. and they call me and I'm still awake.
No, that one.
Arms of the Angel, Sarah McLachlan.
Oh, that's a classic. That's a classic sad one. It usually makes me think about Little Dogs, though.
My Buddy, that remix I did of Sea Lion.
That's a
way
banger.
Back in the day.
If we're going to end on something, we should end on that.
It's only like 20 seconds long, though, so it will make people go crazy.
Yeah, but that's the point. We're trying to draw some attention to the station.
Do the math, C-Lane. How many loops for 4 hours of a 20-second clip? It has to be in the thousands, right?
Well, it's 3 per minute, so 60 times 3, 180 per hour. Times 4, 400, and 8 times 4 is 36, right? 32. 8 times 4 is 730. Did I get that right? 720?
You're just blowing Sabrina's mind at how you can do math in your head.
720, I think, is what it is, unless I got that wrong.
Whoa, looks like you got a plan B, Sean.
I could be a piss poor mathematician.
I'm going back to pizza, baby.
I might be right behind you at the pizza place. I don't want to take your job,
You
though.
would be
I'll
an
go
awful server.
I would be.
Respectfully, no.
I don't disagree with you. I would be a very bad server. It's not where I would be at my best.
720, we're right.
Is
That
what-
was wild, man. What are you on, a
Nailed
drug
it.
or something?
No, I wish I was. I thought about getting on some.
When
some
I
stuff.
do numbers in my head, they literally all just mix up with each other.
Yeah, you know what? I've never tried.
Adderall.
Yeah, I've never tried it. Is Vyvanse different than Adderall?
Yes.
Are those different? Okay.
I mean, it's supposed to help the same thing, but it's different chemical makeup. We could talk about it during the break.
Yeah, I would like to try one of those one time, but
You have to go to
I
a
don't know.
doctor because it would be very bad and illegal for me to give it to you.
No, of course. You
But
wouldn't
if
want to
you
do
have
that.
Adderall, send in a dispatch right now. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Send in yours today.
This is what we need a P.O. box for. We just, start sending it over. One more. Here's Silvaccio with a dispatch for us.
Hey, News Junkies.
Hey.
Hope you guys don't get fired. But in case you do, just
really blowing
want to be
this
able to
up,
say
aren't we?
that I sent in a dispatch to the News Junkie before they were canceled.
Oh,
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, jury duty. Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm is on his way in.
Nice.
He'll be
All right,
hanging
I got
out with
some
us.
questions for him.
Yeah, now's a good time. Why not? We got that and a whole lot more coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
Monsters in the morning. I'm way out of your weight class, A, and I have too much knowledge.
That's the first time that's ever been said.
Maybe it is.
The Monsters in the morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Progressive Insurance.
Pete Carroll opened up recently on his coaching career. Didn't shut the door on returning, but said he didn't miss it. He had a wild coaching run. Had an incredible 9-year run in Seattle. Years from now, we'll be trying to explain Pete's career, but in his most enigmatic stop, he and Russell Wilson were the perfect pair, even though both will probably never admit it. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
You met with the stable boy despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He lay you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before. While you were buying dish soap. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
The Psychedelic Furs are back. Saturday, August 31st, Hard Rock Live Orlando. Tickets are on sale now at the Hard Rock Live box office and Ticketmaster. Don't miss the Psychedelic Furs, Hard Rock Live Orlando, Saturday, August 31st.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
You've got a pecto predicament, Beach Bum.
Hey, we're heading down to the beach. You coming?
Yeah, Dad. You coming?
I had a little too much to eat at the resort buffet. I need a minute. Oh, you overdid it. And now your beach vacation is giving you belly waves. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto Chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief so you can get back to making memories. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Discover the essence of Florida at Everglades Restaurant Rosen Center. Join us Saturday, October 12th at 6:30 p.m. for an unforgettable evening of culinary artistry and tequila exploration. Savor 6 handcrafted cocktails paired with 5 Mexican-inspired dishes by head chef Fred Lachos. Reservations strongly recommended. Call 407-996-2385 to reserve your spot. Everglades Restaurant, where Florida's flavors come alive. 9840 International Drive, Orlando.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Frank Gay Services has something cool for you. Keep your AC running smoothly with our expert service. Experienced, professional, friendly, and speedy care that earned us thousands of 5-star reviews. That's the Frank Gay way. Visit frankgayservices.com or call for details.
Top reasons your career wants you to move to Ohio. Thousands of high-paying jobs in tech, healthcare, science, and more. The career you want and a life you'll love. Have it all in the heart of it all. Go to callohiohome.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, and you're having a good time.
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio, let's go!
Get tickets now at AXS.com.
You know, as they say, one person's personal information is another person's treasure.
Exactly. That's why I use NordVPN every time I surf the web. Features like Threat Protection Pro's safeguard devices from phishing websites and disable intrusive ads and trackers. Just check NordVPN.com, grab the deal, and see for yourself. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
Every business faces challenges, but shipping shouldn't be one of them. Turn shipping to your advantage with USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Christopher Chambers enlisted in the U.S. Navy and later graduated from SEAL training. He was conducting a nighttime raid on a ship that was illegally transporting advanced lethal aid from Iran to Houthi forces in Yemen when he died in the line of duty. Christopher was 37 years old. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation provided Christopher's wife and young daughter with a mortgage-free home. Help America's heroes and their families. Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers at T2T.org. That's T2T.org.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Because the newspapers don't come with cliff notes or potentially offensive accents.
Dewitt Law Firm. Mo, welcome to the Dark Cloud.
Oh, boy.
Good to have you here.
Is it good to be here?
I hope so. I don't know.
Hopefully.
It's hard to say, but
it is hard to say. I mean, been with you since day one, Sean.
I know you have. You've been with the show.
I was the first sponsor of the show, maybe?
I think you might have been. I think you might have been the first person to join up with the show and sponsor.
Thank
and then
you for
here you
that.
are. All these years you stayed with us, which is...
For some reason.
Yeah, I don't even know about that reasoning, but somehow we made it to this point.
Yeah. And we're really excited to work for you in the next couple of months.
Yeah. How many people do you need around the office?
I mean, we do have a habit of collecting old radio people.
You do. It's very true. You already got a studio in there.
Ruined all the equipment.
Soda in my mouth when you said that.
You are known for that, and you have a studio inside your office.
We do. Yeah.
We could just do like 24/7
broadcast to nobody.
JustCallMo.com broadcast.
Just Call Mo Radio.
I think this will be great.
Do you have an extra room that I could bring maybe 2 cats and a dog?
Sure.
Come on down. It's going to be great. We're going to work all this out. What I wanted to ask you about, Moses, is something to do with that Madeline Soto case, which the info coming in today from the police officer who talked to her and some other things said that this mother, she may have known that the guy she was dating was involved with her 13-year-old daughter and may have even led her up to his room, which had a lock inside of it so you could lock her from the inside, and there was a gun in there. And the mom didn't seem to think that was a big deal. She was worried about the fact that he killed her more so than the other stuff. And I said, why hasn't this mom been charged with anything? It seems like she was aware of some terrible abuse that was going on, and she's not even hiding that fact from anybody. What would it take to get charges against the mother? You have to have really, really solid evidence, or would there be a reason why they haven't done this?
Well, I mean, they may be walking a fine line because the mother, had a child that died. And they may also have to do a full investigation to kind of see what charges they can bring, how much knowledge she had, because in a situation like this, it's really, was she complacent? Was she helping? Was she assisting?
Mm-hmm.
Was she grooming? What was her actual role?
Would it be enough that the mother was aware and not stopping it?
Typically, yes. I
Okay.
mean, I think that would be enough alone. But again, they have to prove knowledge, which can sometimes be tough.
Yeah, maybe they go through
I think the fact that she said the sex stuff wasn't evil would lead me to believe that she had knowledge of sex stuff.
I can't even get inside that headspace. I'm glad I can, but I can't get inside that headspace. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com and anonymous emails. I strongly agree that mothers should be held accountable. I was abused starting about 7 to 13 by my stepfather. My mother defended the stepfather and told me not to tell anyone or he would go to jail. Well, I did tell my 9th grade guidance counselor, and she told me it wasn't my fault. I told my biological father, and he said he couldn't get involved. Long story short.
Wow, man.
P.S. I've listened to almost every episode for a few years now, and I absolutely love your show, you, Sabrina, and C-Lane. Thank you so much, Sean. You guys make my day better. Stay positive that the Monday meeting will have a positive outcome. I'm positive.
Considering the first part of that email, appreciate your attitude.
Yeah.
And I put some things in perspective.
Yeah, that's terrible that happened to you. Terrible that you have family members turning on you. You think that the family members are the ones that you can rely on and trust
to help you.
And then when you can't, it turns into a whole thing. C-Lane, do you have Mo questions? I don't know if we need to get into those right now.
Yes.
But okay.
Christopher L. in Orlando says, are you hiring?
It is unrelated to anything we've talked about thus far.
For what?
There's a story out of California that I did want to bring up to you because this is not the first time this has happened and not the first time we've discussed this on this show. It happened again. A Hollister, California family is urging parents to be cautious. I thought you meant
the store. And
so did I.
was very surprised I was still around.
No, it's in Salinas, California, Hollister, California. Hollister family is urging parents to be cautious after their 2-year-old daughter was mistakenly served alcohol at a restaurant, resulting in a trip to the emergency room. The family was at a large family dinner.
Sounds like a lot of alcohol they mistakenly served her.
Oh, yeah. Fujimaya was the name of the Japanese restaurant that they went to. Their 2-year-old daughter was mistakenly served alcohol, resulting in a night at the emergency room. The parents ordered apple juice for their daughter's drink, but it was not until their daughter started showing signs of intoxication they realized the juice cup was filled with house-made cooking wine instead. Did
they specify non-alcoholic apple juice?
I don't know if they said that.
Good question.
They don't say that in the story here. They said the parents spent the night at the ER. They said a blood test revealed an alcohol level of 0.12 in their daughter's blood, in their daughter's system. So they said there was wine here. The craziest thing to me is that a little kid will just keep on mowing down some wine that you just...
I mean, if it's not that alcoholic, I mean, if you don't really taste the difference, you know how they always say, like, famous last words, I don't think there's any alcohol in this. And then, TVs end up in pools.
Yeah, it happens. But with a story like this, you think this restaurant is going to be held liable, or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
really?
That's pretty negligent on how you confuse cooking wine with apple juice. Straight up negligence there.
Right. And
hopefully there's no long-term damage, obviously. But
when you have a story like that, they almost can pull a Disney move, I would think. You know, Disney has backtracked on what we talked about last week, Moses. They're no longer going to say that.
Great publicity for the company.
This was a really dumb move on their part. But they've backtracked on that. Could the restaurant say, hey, this wasn't us. This was our employee that made this mistake?
No, because the employee is acting on behalf of the company, so they're going to be liable for the actions of their employee as long as the employee is acting within the scope of their employment, which I think pretty clearly as a server or bartender or whoever it was, they were.
Could you, as an employee in either this circumstance or the Disney Springs thing where the woman died because of an allergic reaction, could you, as an employee, be found liable yourself, or would you be protected under the company's insurance or whatever they have?
So typically they're not going to sue the employee individually. Now, in some cases you do sue the manager of the restaurant, or you may sue the employee. There's some strategic reasons for that, like you want to keep it out of federal court because of diversity jurisdiction. But usually you're really going after the company because they're the ones that, number one, have insurance, and number two, have the money. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. But if the person was connected to some rich, wealthy family, you actually could do that if you wanted to?
Potentially, yeah.
Oh, man. I bet people do that from time to time. Yeah, and just file that away somewhere. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. We want to hear from you. If you have any questions for our friend Mo here, you can fire those off right now. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com or email tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Either way, we'll get in front of Mo and we'll see what his response is to what you have. We'll go to our list. These are things that we build up over the weeks talking about things. Excellent. All right, we're going to get into that, and a whole bunch more is on the way. But do send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Back in a moment with that. It is coming up next on the News Junkie.
This season, Real Radio 104.1 is the Orlando radio home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hear every game here, courtesy of Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Bucs.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1, sponsored by FloridaJobsNow.com, coming Wednesday, September 18th.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Uh-huh. This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family. Together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone brings you the best live comedy experience with the top touring talent. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Riddell Ortiz, August 23rd. Thursday nights on the side stage, we host the best open mic in Central Florida. Visit orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com.
Hi there, Jesse Bon Jovi here. When I created Hampton Water Rosé with my dad, John Bon Jovi, we blended the best French rosé with the laid-back lifestyle of the Hamptons. Hampton Water, born in France, raised in the Hamptons. Rosé responsibly.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Get ready for Taco Tuesday at San Jose's original Mexican restaurant. Enjoy traditional Mexican tacos with grilled chicken or steak, pork carnitas, pastor on soft corn tortillas with fresh cilantro, onions, lime, and your favorite salsa. Find your closest San Jose's at sanjosesoriginal.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. hims.com/radio.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You've got a Pepto predicament, Beach Bum.
Hey, we're heading down to the beach. You coming?
Yeah, Dad. You coming?
I had a little too much to eat at the resort buffet. I need a minute. Oh, you overdid it. And now your beach vacation is giving you belly waves. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto Chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief so you can get back to making memories. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Frank Gay Services has something cool for you. Keep your AC running smoothly with our expert service. Experienced, professional, friendly, and speedy care that earned us thousands of 5-star reviews. That's the Frank Gay way. Visit frankgayservices.com or call for details.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgageguydon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Filling in the gaps between the New York Times and World Star. This is the...
Over at thenewsjunkie.com. We love you for sending them. I had some good ones today, honestly. And most days we cannot say that. But today, there's been some pretty good ones. We're joined by our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. And Mo, always good to have you. Ceiling's not clapping for you.
Yeah, thank you for
I'm doing a lot
starting
of
the clap
things
there,
here.
Sabrina. He's very, very busy man.
What do you got going on
Sean's
over there?
not clapping
for you.
Yeah. He never is.
I was clapping. Hey, let the record reflect. I was clapping after I saw Sabrina.
Just the tiny hands don't make any noise.
No, don't jump on that bandwagon, Mo. Don't do that. Don't give the people what they want.
I heard you special guest. Do we have a special guest in the guest in the?
Oh
it's
my.
me, little Mo.
I knew it.
Oh my God.
What up, Mo?
I don't know why he's Italian now.
Hang on. How did I not see that you've had that for the last 30 minutes in the studio?
I don't have control over everything.
Little Mo's very sneaky.
I'm sitting here. Mo has not left the studio. Wait, was that in your pocket?
I just carried it in.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
pay
a
any attention.
pocket-sized puppet,
Will Mo,
John.
you're not supposed to be in this house. You've been banned from the premises.
It's a my studio now.
No.
Come on
that's
Monday, Dark Cloud, Little Mo Show.
Watch they do that. I wouldn't put it past the suits. That would be the biggest move ever. They go, we're going with something a little bit outside the box.
Well, different.
We're going to hire Lil Mo. He's going to do this for us.
And can say anything he wants. Like, literally. Curse
no,
words.
you can't, though, Lil Mo. You can't do that. Lil Mo, I see that there's a comedy event coming up. Are you part of this or no?
It's a very funny comedy jam.
Yeah.
I don't know where the voice is going here.
He's kind of Irish, but he's also, I don't know. It's
fantastic,
around.
and I'm about it.
Will
Lil Mo be there at the Mo Comedy Jam?
Of course, I'm headlining.
He's headlining the event. You're not on the flyer, though. You're not on the flyer, dummy.
Sabrina, you're opening for
Those
a dummy.
assholes.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, she's done shows with Sean before.
How dare you? That was in your regular voice, Mo. He didn't even attempt to be Lil Mo for that. He just saw the opportunity and jumped at it.
Hell yeah.
Here's what I got. David Jolly, Sabrina Ambra, and
Very funny.
Ryan Holmes will be there as well. Ross McCoy, very funny, from Tom and Dan's universe. Donald Evans.
Very funny.
Rue Nafasat.
Don't
want to screw up any names here. And Austin Kleeman.
That's
all going to
correct.
be at a great venue, too.
And to me, Little Mo.
And Lil Mo not on here. Not on here.
But I'll be there.
At all. At the Orlando Funny
As long as you're not there,
Man,
asshole.
Moses doing a voice. This is hilarious.
Well, this is the end, C-Lane, so I might as well go down in flames.
I love Lil Mo, man.
Lil
Huge
Mo
fan.
is such a good-looking little
Big
puppet.
Mo has never said asshole on the air, but Lil Mo just lets it fly.
I'm waiting for that day in court where Lil Mo just pops up out of nowhere. Objection.
That's why Moses has invested so much into Lil Mo, so he can finally say all the things he wants to say through the voice of Lil Mo.
Probably
This
the
may be my
best
master
move.
plan.
Yeah, this is it. This is the move. If you do this in court, like Sabrina just said, you're going to be a legend.
I mean,
And
if you
held
want
in
to hire Little Mo,
contempt.
half off.
You got, like, if you said to the jury, like, talking about this case is a little bit difficult, so I brought along a little friend to help me out. And you bam! You pull out Lil Mo,
Now,
and the
where
jurors
did
just sit
he
there.
touch you? on Lil Mo.
Show me on Lil Mo where he touched you.
Cross-examining a witness, just pull out the puppet. I duck behind the podium.
But just swing the arms, the most important part.
Could a judge allow that, or would that not be?
Okay, Jesus, Sean. Obviously not.
No, a judge could if they wanted to, right? Like,
he's a demonstrative aid.
The judge could be like, let's see this play out. I want to see where you're going with the puppet.
Speaking of judges, remember that judge that it made a whole thing at the field trip of the girl that fell asleep?
Yeah.
The family's suing her now. Or suing
really?
the judge now. Did you see how much?
No. How much are they suing
It's in
for?
the millions. From what I understand, it was like...
No.
I'm going to make up a number
this story?
now.
No, I don't know.
Okay, quick overview of the facts here as we know them. There was, I think it was like a field trip, right?
Yeah.
Like a field trip type thing.
And the girl kept falling asleep.
Yeah, where these people were going into the courtroom, and the girl kept falling asleep, so the judge was like, I'm going to make a scene here, and I'm going to make an example out of this young girl. And so the judge starts talking to her, and I guess he thought she was rude to him, and he had her dressing up in like prison clothes. He was threatening that he was going to send her to jail. Yeah, they like handcuffed her, I guess, at some point in time. And then the judge was like, okay, don't behave like that in my courtroom. And he let her go. And initially I thought, well, the judge is able to do stuff like this, but then they suspended the judge afterwards. Mm-hmm. And now the family is suing for $1 million.
Okay, so I heard that it was like several counts of it and per count that they were going to sue, but now they're definitely suing the judge, but it's not in the millions. I guess it's...
Can you even do that?
So typically if a judge is doing something within his role, he has judicial immunity, just like any public official does if they're acting within their official role or official capacity.
Lil Mo to answer this question.
Lil Mo just hanging out.
Yes. Yes, the C-Lane.
So they're suing him, though, for, or accusing him of humiliation, false arrest, and unlawful detention.
Okay, humiliation doesn't really matter, does it? Like, humiliation's not against the law, I wouldn't think.
No, I mean, not in a legal sense. I think it's more of, probably intentional infliction of emotional distress or negligent infliction of emotional distress. I don't know what state this is. They could have different.
Detroit is not the state.
Michigan.
Yeah.
It's a Michigan. But so they could be calling it something different there. But essentially, it sounds like the argument is that this judge was, not kind to this individual, intentionally caused them emotional distress, intentionally,
trying to find the
caused
damn
them
number.
harm.
Would you take this case if they came to you?
I mean, in my experience, it's very difficult to sue any sort of public official like this.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know what the laws are in Michigan, but here, I think there's a good argument on the defense side that the judge has immunity and the judge has, a wide discretion to control his or her courtroom.
When they were just talking about presidential immunity, judicial immunity has been a thing for a long time where the judge has a lot of bandwidth to move around in terms of what they do in the courtroom. But they did suspend him, which was kind of interesting to me.
Which is a different standard, though, because, a judge can be suspended or can be reprimanded for making inappropriate comments. I think the judge in the Parkland trial was actually reprimanded for her comments. So that's a completely different standard because that's the bar ethics rules.
Right.
So as a judge, you're supposed to,
What bar is that?
Not Finn Henry's.
R.I.P.
Yes.
Wow. Kick us while we're down.
Lil Mo would never have dropped that bomb on us.
No, he's a nice guy.
No, he's not. I hate him. Just for the record.
Retraction, not in the millions, but over $75,000.
Yeah, but sometimes they just throw out those starting numbers.
That's just a jurisdictional requirement. So people were talking about $50,000 for that Disney case where the lady died. It's just to get into a certain level of court, like here at circuit court, you have to plead
with Lomo's
$50,000.
Just bobbing around. Okay, you would take that case though, right?
Yeah.
That is seems to me that Disney, even though I'm sure they have a very, very big legal team, they are going to have their hands full with this one.
Yeah.
Because they've already lost the optics war a little bit with the moves that they've made at the beginning here.
I mean, now how much has the bad press cost them, really?
Truly. There's been people that I've seen that have said, I didn't care about this thing Disney did. I didn't care about this thing, but this is too far.
They're trying to pull that damn sword out for years and nothing.
All right, let's talk real quick.
That was a very niche joke, but you know what I'm talking about.
Let's talk about somebody else who's been having a weird week, and that is Hulk Hogan himself.
Yeah, brother.
And Hulk Hogan went on a rant about Kamala Harris. Is she actually Indian? And they said, oh, brother, that was a mistake. And he was promoting his Real American beer. He's got a beer company that he's promoting. And this woman was at the event. And the woman who was there in Akron, in Ohio, where Hulk Hogan was doing this event, they started throwing out cans of the beer, and she got hit with a flying Hulk Hogan beer can.
Full?
And yeah, full.
That hurts.
And she got 9 stitches. And when I heard this, I go, okay, well, let's talk about that one. Is that a good case, you think?
That's a payday, brother.
It's true. That sounds like a
doubt.
You
Why
can't
would
be
they
throwing
throw that?
beer cans at people.
I mean, where do people come up with this?
I don't know. That's a really dumb one because that's completely avoidable. You have to know.
Not
I'm just
throwing it.
I'm just gonna guess here. You would have to know, like, if you talked about whether or not they were liable. If you're throwing something as heavy as a beer can into a crowd of people, the idea that you don't know that there could be a potential harm.
If you're throwing any object that could hit somebody and potentially hurt them into a crowd like that, you're going to be liable for it to hurt somebody.
Even say a glow stick, that'll get you kicked out of a concert.
Who did that?
Me.
Oh, you got kicked. Did that get you kicked out of Maroon? Not Maroon 5.
Dave Matthews Band.
That guy. That's what you got you kicked out that time.
Yeah.
Do you still count that as one of the concerts?
Sort of.
All right.
That's the one you snuck back into, right?
Yeah, then they kicked me out for doing that.
You're so tall, C-Lane. One thing does not work out well.
You're not sneaky.
Out.
I'm not going to lie about that. You're not a sneaky guy. Oh, brother, that was a mistake.
Well, I thought after that.
Go to MoComedyJam.com. MoComedyJam.com.
I'm pumped, Mo. Thanks again for having me.
We look forward to seeing you there, Sabrina.
Accent is terrible. Moving. So go to MoComedyJam.com and take a look at the lineup and everything else. Grab your tickets.
What happened in my life?
I don't know. This is what happened
before I got the stupid puppet.
this is what happens at the end of the road here. MoComedyJam.com. When we come back, we got something special for everybody, including you, Moses.
Pink slip?
That too. That one's got question marks around it. But C-Lane found this thing where
it's been a trend on Instagram this week.
Okay. Where this has been going viral. Oh boy. This is creepy.
Wow.
Lil Mo is creeping me out right now.
Your face just turned another shade of red.
This is.
I think Lil Mo might like you now.
Something that C-Lane said was going viral this week on Instagram, and it's you tell ChatGPT to roast your Instagram, and it will go through your photos.
Yeah, I'm good.
And give you a response. C-Lane has done this for all of us.
Oh, great.
And we'll see what happens. And even Mo, we'll see what the AI has to say about us. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Hey, what's happening? I hope your ride right now is a smooth and safe one on the major highways and roads of Orlando. Seems like we're incident-free east and westbound on I-4 at this time, and the same does go for Colonial Drive and the Beach Line. East and west of the 408 is also moving along fine. Thankfully, north and south of the Turnpike is clear, as well as the Greenway and the 429 toll. Thankfully, no issues on OBT or John Young Parkway right now either. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line number is 866-676-8477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Safe Touch Security.
You see any Safe Touch security signs anywhere?
Nope. Coast is clear, boss.
Good, because we got to stick to the Crooks Rust Golden Rule. Stay away from Safe Touch houses
and businesses.
All right, MacGyver, let's go.
Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
A recent study showed that less than 20% of people compare the first mortgage quote they get. So get out of that slacker zone and get to thatmortgageguydon.com. He can help you get peace of mind right there on his website. It's so easy to compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy Don. You go to thatmortgageguydon.com, hit the button that says compare, and upload your quote. Don's going to tell you if the deal is any good or make sure to get you the best deal. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Car crash? Call Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Presented by Capital One. And $1,000.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. Welcome to MGM Rewards. With the greatest live shows on earth, they have all the entertainment you can handle and more. Book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Looking for the best donuts and breakfast treats in town? Then you got to go check out Shipley's Donuts. With more than 60 varieties to choose from, Shipley's Donuts serves freshly made delights daily. Visit them today at 2225 South Cimarron Boulevard.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials. But if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
How long have you been thinking about going solar? With power bills soaring higher and higher than ever, it's time to think about what you can save instead of what you're spending. Each year you wait, you could be losing thousands. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power or solar source? With over 40 years in business, Solar Source has over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They've had the same phone number since 1984. It's no wonder this company is the one I trust. I started with a pool heater solar, and now I'm thrilled that Solar Source has a pay-as-you-go system. I can save monthly, and it starts at $99. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110 level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
In St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, it might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food, it'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
You know, as they say, one person's personal information is another person's treasure.
Exactly. That's why I use NordVPN every time I surf the web. Features like Threat Protection Pro's safeguard devices from phishing websites and disable intrusive ads and trackers. Just check NordVPN.com, grab the deal, and see for yourself. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Mom, don't forget I have soccer practice. Mom, I am not eating gluten. Mom, I need help with homework.
Sound familiar? You need Margarita Therapy. Make it organic, have it to go along with dinner, and treat yourself. Experience real Mexican food. SanJoseOriginal.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 24/7 comedy.
Men don't settle down. We
surrender.
Women, we never express the emotions we're actually feeling, right? I'm fine means I'm about to stab you in the neck.
Clips from today's top comedians and the greatest of all time.
Donut hole. If you want a donut, have a donut. Why are you eating the hole?
When you need a laugh, just open the free iHeartRadio app and search comedy.
You can actually change the station.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Radio, 104.1.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is
We love you. We appreciate you. And we want to even hear your voice. We want to even see you, perhaps, with a video dispatch, maybe.
Send
those. No. So just send a regular one over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'd love to hear from you today. C-Lane was looking around, and I guess you just saw this. You saw people posting about this on Instagram?
Yeah, it was in a bunch of people's stories that they had ChatGPT give them a little roast.
When you brought this up and you're like, did you see the thing on Instagram? I thought for sure you're going to talk about how they went full MySpace, and now
I saw that.
Your Instagram profile can have a song. And like, if anybody visits your profile, the song that you've chosen plays when you go to it.
Does the artist get credit?
I would hope so.
You would think so.
Meta is too big of a company. It would have to be through their system. Like, they'd have a setup where you could search for songs. And I know that they put that in there, and that's a big throwback to old school stuff like MySpace. MySpace was so attached to music, actually. It was very much your musical tastes were a big part of the page that you had there.
So much music that I had discovered because of MySpace.
Right.
A lot of emo stuff, but
yes,
fantastic.
it was because it was at that perfect time for all the emo stuff to explode all over the place. But the thing that C-Lane's saying is all over the social media. That one,
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
and people are using ChatGPT to roast their own Instagram pages.
Yes.
And I could not get this to work. I wasn't trying to avoid a roast.
No. You have to have. I messed it up. I had to look it up like some oldo that doesn't know the new
www.
It's not as simple as going, "Hey, this is my Instagram feed." Roast my Instagram. You have to take screenshots of your Instagram page and then upload them, to ChatGPT and be like, "Hey, this is my Instagram. Will you roast me?"
All right, so you got to do a little bit more legwork.
I did I did all the legwork, guys.
It was up to you on what pictures to send ChatGPT.
I just screenshot a couple screenshots of the profile. I just scrolled up, screenshot.
What's the matter with this? It's ChatGPT. What's it
popular? So roasted.
We're all getting roasted.
Yeah, but you guys have
even Mo. He's getting mosted.
The thing is, all right, you know what? I'll just I'll let ChatGPT do its thing.
Yeah, here's
I'm
the
just
thing,
looking
though.
at my profile right now, and it's like it's gonna have a field day with me.
Well, the worst thing is that my setup is when you look at my profile, you see.
Okay, that's my profile.
3 out of the 6 things are Sabrina. This is my profile.
Yeah, little Mo's in there too.
Yeah, little Mo made an appearance, and Courtney and Amy Caulfield, and there's one of me. There's only one of me that
I
pops
scrolled
in
down
there.
enough where there's less of you.
All right. Okay. Well, so I'm interested to see what this says. Are you going with who's first?
It's up to you. Who do you want to do yourself first?
You
Let's
first, Elaine.
Why don't we go
me
Mo
first?
first?
Mo first?
Mo
Yeah,
first.
let's go Mo first.
Mo,
Mo, you willing?
Mo first.
Let's go.
All right.
All right. Here's the Mo roast, and we'll read it together. All right, let's dive into this. Your Instagram feed is like a whirlwind of lawyer by day, comedian by night.
Somehow, you've heard that before.
Yeah. And somehow
other attorneys are really a good fit for that, I think.
Somehow you've managed to make personal injury law ... fun? Between the endless stream of comedy show plugs, puppet antics, and what seems to be a hardcore obsession with chicken parmesan, it's like you're daring the internet to find a more eclectic mix. You're not just Mo DeWitt injury lawyer. You're a walking, talking, meme-producing brand machine who probably hands out business cards with a punchline. Keep living that Mo-tested, Mo-approved life because your feed is nothing short of a legal circus act.
Wow.
Damn.
Nailed it.
That's really good.
But it kind of
actually.
sounds complimentary.
Like they drilled the chicken parm thing, and
Mo tested, Mo approved. That was in there.
AI is scary.
And
Whenever
that's
I
just
see this
from
stuff.
looking at screenshots.
Right.
It's not accessing your profile. It's not clicking on pictures and getting comments. It's just looking at the screenshots. Super fun.
That's super smart.
Who do you
All
guys
right.
want to do next?
Let's
Sean?
go. Yeah, I'll go next.
All right, Sean, you are next. Let's go with this. And your Instagram is a wild mix of quirky chaos and community vibes, with content ranging from neon art and pets to random show shots and meme-like doodles.
Sweet roast. They really gotcha.
It's like a radio show page that got lost in a thrift store, and somehow it works.
True.
For those who are in on the joke, that is. The bio is clear but leaves us wondering about your secret shows, while your follow ratio suggests you are hustling for engagement.
Oh, God.
That's kind of a zing.
Overall, it's fun, loud, and definitely niche. But if you're looking for polish, it's time to cut back on the randomness and tighten the aesthetic.
Oh, ouch.
Got to tighten up there, Sean.
It's a little painful. My follower ratio. I tried to unfollow a lot more people, and it won't let me. And it,
right.
it gets mad at me sometimes.
I've been
Instagram.
unfollowing all, I would say all celebrities. If they pop up and I'm like, oh, I was following them, I'm unfollowing them.
But if you go into the people you're following and just mass unfollow, it'll lock your account.
Why?
I don't know. It did that to mine.
That's
it's like
rude.
something about it triggers something. And my at the News Junkie account was
Maybe
locked for the
Instagram
long.
doesn't want you to be less engaged. They're like, whoa, what are you doing, buddy? We want you more engaged.
Right. A Big Doug Millionaire says, I knew Sean bought subs. I'm not the one who's bought any subscriptions or followers or likes on any platforms.
So who you're making a statement as if Celine or I did.
Is it possible that there are other people in the world rather than you?
Well,
and
we're talking about the show right now.
I was absolutely not talking about you.
But I will be purchasing some this weekend.
Or C-Lane. But I know people in the industry that absolutely do this, and I don't understand it. I don't understand if you, let's say you buy 100,000 followers, and then you post something, and then you pay a service where a bunch of bots go in and like that post. How do you not feel like a loser at the end of the day? Like, I would get nothing out of that. I wouldn't be able to convince myself that any of it was real. That would be weird. Okay, let's go. Who's next? Sabrina or Celine? Which one's next?
Let's do Sabrina. I'll do mine last.
All right.
Sabrina,
Okay.
you ready?
Hit me.
Okay. Oh, so you're that fun gal.
And I'm done. I already know where this is going.
Technically, it's a compliment. You're
Yeah.
the fun gal.
It's in quotes, Sean. Go ahead.
Mine wasn't great.
Yours is fine. Go ahead.
All right. Oh, so you're that fun gal who's not just co-hosting a radio show, but also holding a masterclass in chaotic energy on Instagram. Between your RV cribs, Bonnaroo neon lights, and random bread selfies.
Random
You taking bread selfies?
Oh, see that middle one in
me
the
see.
screenshot? It was
Right here.
My face was in the middle of bread.
Is it further down? Oh,
See-
yeah. Bread. Okay, I see the bread one. Yeah.
Crazy.
Random bread selfies. It's like your feed is a choose-your-own adventure for the chronically online. The eclectic mix of radio rants, memes, and questionable puppet content.
There's
There
a
it goes
puppet
again.
again.
Questionable my ass.
Makes me wonder if you moonlight as a meme lord when you're not on the air. And that bio, overall fun gal, you're practically begging someone to slide into your DMs with a weird joke or unsolicited life advice. Keep doing you, but maybe consider a warning label for newcomers.
Wow. That was a
Hurt.
It was more brutal
Yeah.
than the rest of them, I thought. Mine didn't have much to
Warning.
work with, unfortunately. And Lil Mo took some shots on that one, unfortunately.
How dare they?
I can't believe it. I'm so sorry, man. Why am I being nice to you? Screw you. I'm glad they roasted
Screw you, Watson.
I hope they roast you more.
Loser.
Still stings.
Why is he not Italian anymore?
I don't know. That voice just
We
moves
got
around.
word from the Italian corporation.
Yeah.
They said
Yeah.
stop.
Please stop that. All right, let's go to your Sealand. Let's see
All
what we
right,
got.
last but not least, here is mine. Your Instagram feed is like the chaotic yet wholesome fusion of a brunch spot, a family scrapbook, and a dad joke factory.
Got him.
We've got a cocktail in one hand and a baby in the other. All while you're flexing your low-key obsession with Billy Joel. Between hanging with the fam, playing Uno, and firing off rounds at the gun range, you're basically living every suburban dad's dream, except with a side gig as a vinyl-loving, karaoke-busting radio host.
Wow.
It's like you've captured the essence of "I swear I'm fun" and "I need a nap" in one feed.
Damn, dude.
Keep on balancing your life between good vibes whiskey shots and nap time, because honestly, that's a vibe we can all get behind.
Wow.
Jeez. How do people do that? Just so other people can try that out if they want to.
You got to have a ChatGPT account, and you upload, like when you, the little line where you're going to ask it something, there's like a attach button. If you upload a couple screenshots of your Instagram and say, you have to say Instagram, like roast my Instagram page in one paragraph, or it will do a much longer roast.
Oh, really?
The one I did for you, Sean, it originally was like bullet points. I mean, it was like, there was
you
so
look like a
much
loser in
content.
this photo. You look like a loser in that photo.
Almost.
Puppet is on your page.
There were 6 bullet points, and they covered vibe check, content variety, the bio, props for keeping it straightforward. Syndicated radio show, in quotes, tells us what you're about right away. Followers, highlights, and visual aesthetic.
Wow.
It's loud, it's colorful, and it's unapologetically all over the place.
Jesus, man. It's rude. It's rude, but I like it.
F you, ChatGPT.
I knew I didn't like the robots and the AIs, but now a little bit more angry. So you can go to ChatGPT, upload a couple of photos, like just take some screenshots from your Instagram account and put it up there, and then it'll do that to you. So
Have
there
some
you go.
tissues.
It probably is a bad idea, but a lot of people will want to do it. Let's go over here. This is Barry with the dispatch for Mo. Let's see what Barry says.
Hola, cuatro amigos.
Hey.
Hey, real quick, got a chicken parm recommendation for Mo.
Okay.
And when you're in Tampa next time, go to this old family grocery store. It's an Italian-Cuban mashup.
Ooh.
It's family owned, and it's an old family that's been there for a long time.
Are they
on
an old
Armenia
family?
Avenue. It's called Cacciatore and Sons.
Cacciatore. That's
like
a
an
brave
STD.
name. No, it sounds like Cacciatore.
Whoa.
No,
yeah,
buddy,
is that-
chicken cacciatore is a dish.
You're telling me Cacciatore doesn't sound like statutory? That's not where your brain goes?
I didn't think of it that way.
That's where it goes for me.
Go to the Cacciatore Brothers. Go to the Cacciatore and Sons on Armenia Avenue and get the chicken parm. You're actually going to probably walk around that store. It's kind of cool. They got a bunch of neat little stuff.
I like how this is like in The Office where they get the wrong pizza place. He goes, don't go to the Cacciatore and Brothers. Go to the Cacciatore and Sons. Like there's two very, very similar. One of them sucks. One of them's a good one. One of them's a home run, says Barry.
I'll add it to the list.
All right, let's see what we got here. Here is Bloodmouth talking about I'm a shill, I guess.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm a dispatch listener, so I'm just catching up. But, Sean, so disappointed. Why don't you just go ahead and admit it? You're a Trump supporter. You're a
True.
Trump guy.
Yep, MAGA.
Girlfriend is ordering all gold weights. We all know what that means. Gold's the Trump thing, Trump and gold. You definitely love him.
You got
Might
me.
as well just do stuff that Trump guys do for not get a...
ChatGPT, is that you?
He said you might as well do stuff that Trump guys do, but look what the translation or the transcription is. It says might as well just do butt stuff that Trump guys do. The transcript just tossed it on in there.
I hope get a big old flag is the correct translation.
Seek has a question for you, Mo. Here we go.
Question from Mo regarding HOAs. Is there a way for residents to see submitted documentation? I'm not talking about the bylaws. I'm talking about like ARB applications, any other stuff that residents submit to the HOA, trying to find out if there's some selective enforcement of certain things going on. So I appreciate that. Thanks. And Mo, I'll catch you on one of the other 100 radio shows you're on. And rest in peace, junkies.
Oh my God. He's selling us off. He's going to stick with Mo, but he's selling us
At least
down
I'm
the river.
good, and that's all that matters.
That's true.
I think there typically is. If you want to email me more details, ask@justcallmo.com, and I can give you a more thorough answer to that. But typically, there is a way to inspect records of HOAs and inspect applications, I believe. It's been a little while since I've done that kind of stuff, but shoot me an email. We'll figure it out.
Won't a court throw out an HOA rule if they find that they've been selectively enforced?
If it's selective enforcement or if it's arbitrary and capricious, those are bases to throw out the rule.
Oh, that's good.
I did not know the plural form of basis.
Bases. Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a quick break.
I'm a lawyer, bitch.
When we come back, we'll hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Final dispatches. Stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up forever. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show, the GOAT T of radio. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your weekend forecast. And for today, we are going to be expecting more rounds of showers and storms, mainly taking shape during the afternoon hours. It won't be a complete and total washout of a day, but we are going to be seeing about a 70% chance of rain, especially during the afternoon and evening commute. Many of these showers and storms will have heavy downpours and frequent lightning, and they will also help prevent temperatures from heating up too much with a high of 89 degrees. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Labor Day calls for big savings. Right now, get 3 bags of premium 2 cubic foot color mulch for just $10. Because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 9/4 while supplies last. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hey, everybody. Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. You know, August is National Wellness Month, and we want to celebrate that by getting as many of you guys over to Life Imaging FLA for their free hard scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And the numbers don't lie, man. In 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the very first symptom is sudden death. These guys at Life Imaging FLA are all about proactive prevention. And I want to encourage each one of you to explore their full body cancer screening as well. When you consider that 40% of adults will get cancer at some point in their life, early detection can save your life. Get that ultimate peace of mind with proactive screening. And remember, there are no dyes or injections. You don't have to take your clothes off. The entire process takes only 10 minutes. Guys, take a few minutes. Do what I did. Do what my wife did. Do what our in-laws did. Get with Life Imaging FLA right now and get your free hard scan. And it's easy to make your appointment. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free hard scan. That's pound 250. Just say the keyword free hard scan. You'll be connected in seconds. Make that appointment today. It could change your life forever. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Summer doesn't have to end. At Myrtle Beach, you can hold on to that sweet summer feeling a little bit longer. iHeartMedia is giving away a trip for a family of 4 to extend their summer a little bit longer at Myrtle Beach. Go to iHeart.com/visit Myrtle Beach to enter.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable.
Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you, or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the UroLift system. The UroLift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the UroLift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the UroLift system.
You've got a pecto predicament, Beach Bum.
Hey, we're heading down to the beach. You coming?
Yeah, Dad. You coming?
I had a little too much to eat at the resort buffet. I need a minute. Oh, you overdid it. And now your beach vacation is giving you belly waves. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto Chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief so you can get back to making memories. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Get ready to cool down this summer with the ultimate treat. This delectable dessert is too thick for a straw, but just right for a fry. Is it a milkshake? Is it ice cream? Neither. It's a Frosty. Come taste your favorite small Frosty flavor for just $1. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Shipley Donuts. Now open on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos.
Stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. And the dark cloud follows us to the end of the rainbow here. Really, this is our swan song before who knows what happens on Monday. It's going to be interesting, but we'll hopefully tell you what happens next. We don't know.
The plan is to be back.
Yeah, there's rumors all over the place. Poor Mo is right in the middle of all
Hey,
this.
Mo.
Rumors flying around. I'm responsible for some of them, but I'm being genuinely honest with everybody. Everything that I've said is absolute truth. And everybody was kind of going, all right, maybe nothing's going to happen. Then out of nowhere, we get hit with mandatory meeting Monday. We don't care what you have planned. You are going to be there. Usually that means something dramatic is going to happen. Usually that means something big is about to change. Usually that means the suits are putting their hands in something they shouldn't be putting their hands in. And when the suits put their hands in something, they screw it up every time. It's just the way things go.
Looking forward to seeing everybody, though, on Monday. That'll be fun.
I don't have any real expectations of what's going to happen, but it has to be something. It will fill you in on what goes down.
I just want to say it's been a pleasure serving with you three over the last 10, 12 years. It's
dumping
been.
us too?
Right back at you, Moses. I agree. It's been a pleasure. No,
maybe.
The show's not around. He's done with us. He's just kicking us to the curb.
Okay.
Let's get the final dispatches in. Let's see what the people are saying on the way out. Here's Funny Book Boy with the dispatch.
If this dark cloud is the end for the show,
Well, have you guys considered maybe doing like your own podcast or like your own streaming show and basically do the same thing just without like these long ad breaks or, different ads?
Longer ad breaks.
I think that'd be really cool if you guys, did have to move to a different platform. Just shift over to podcasting, like actual podcasting instead of the radio show podcast.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Funny Book Boy. Appreciate the suggestion. I'm trying to stay out of the service industry. That would be a bad one for me. I just don't. It's not a good fit for me. I'm probably not going to be.
You go back to water delivery boy.
I could. That's probably what I'm best suited for. If I'm not doing this, I'm really skilled at being a water boy, and I may have to head back to old Carolina mountain water.
Hey, water boy!
It's happening. Don't rub it in yet there, puppet man.
Excuse me?
All right, we go over to, let's see who we missed.
You want him to rub it in later?
No, don't rub it in.
I think rub it out is what you were trying to say.
Here's Tired Mom with a dispatch.
Just wanted to call in and say how much I love the show.
Oh, we love you too.
I love listening to you guys. You make me laugh, make me think. Sean, Celine, Sabrina, all best wishes to you. I hope the meeting is something positive as well. I have got to have you on the radio. I need to listen to you, News Junkie.
No, what does this say about us that nobody's going? You guys are going to go in there and you're going to tell them the what
This
for.
will be ridiculous. Like, everyone's like, all right, bye.
Nobody's like,
no, yeah.
You guys are going to fire them. You're going to go into the meeting. You'll fire all the suits. You'll be back here, and they're going to be putting you on 14 more stations on Monday. Everybody's like, damn, this sucks. All right, rip, guys. Rip. See you later.
Looking forward to see what happens next, but best luck to you.
But maybe do a podcast. Let's see. We got, here's Daddy Two Times with the dispatch.
Well, shoot, guess I missed a lot more than I thought by watching the McAfee show today. But that being said, if there's an impending black cloud due to an all hands with iHeart, we all know that you can have the best show, best ratings, best revenue, best cast, best fans, and at day's end, if that show has more staplers than the other shows, and that's a budgetary line item concern for the suits,
staplers.
They'll make changes.
I brought my own stapler.
You guys got the good thing is, y'all show is great, so I feel like no matter what's going on, you'll be okay in the end.
I feel like we don't run iHeart dry of any sort of resources. See,
Speak
you
for
got your own.
yourself.
You got your own stapler over there.
I just loaded up on printer paper.
Okay, so that's good. Get something on the way out.
Just fill the car with office supplies on the way out.
This is the best exit possible.
That's exactly what someone we know did.
Oh, really? Oh, got some good stuff on the way out?
Oh, yeah. Like, bye, guys. F you. And had literally 4 packages of printer paper with
All right,
them.
last one for now. Here's the Bruise Junkie. Oh.
Hey, Sean, your lack of self-confidence is showing. You're an asset. Your team's great. Your show's great. What's going to happen is they're going to call a meeting on Monday and make you program director and fire Jack, most likely.
No.
Have a great weekend.
They wouldn't.
See you guys.
No,
And
Jack's-
Sean would suck at program directing.
How rude. Jack is too slippery. They wouldn't get him. He's the Teflon Don of radio. He would make his way through and survive somehow. Is he still in the next room? Is he over there?
Yeah.
What's his face look like? Does he look scared? Let's use him like we would a flight attendant.
Would you consider crying? Scared?
Yeah, that would be a red flag for me. All
We
right.
have 10 more seconds until that message hits.
Tell me when you see Jack Bradshaw what he looks like, because that's what we should be picking up on right now. Is he's just right there?
Okay, so I just saw this,
Oh,
but then
like
I saw
tensing up?
this.
Put his head in his hands?
Any
That's
loud
not-
sobbing.
But I
Yeah.
also think he might be playing Candy Crush.
He could be mad at that. All right, that's going to be it. Let's go over to the final dispatches. Don't forget, MoComedyJam.com, MoComedyJam.com.
Let's go. September 5th, baby.
That's a
Buggy
great
bone.
lineup.
Tickets are going quickly, so grab them before they're gone. And
Yeah.
it's all for charity, as always, and it should be a great night.
People get pissed off whenever they miss out on these events. This is the time to act right now. And if you grab your tickets, you'll be able to see a great lineup. You'll have fun. You'll see Sabrina do stand-up. You'll see Orion from The Monsters. He's going to be up there. All these other great comedians. And Ross McCoy, who's very, very funny. I've seen him a couple of times myself. You could go check them out, mocomedijam.com, mocomedijam.com. Final dispatches will include a couple emails here because Nick emails and he says, my opinion, Nick says to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, Sean, you ignorant slut.
Oh, I like this guy.
Of course you do, Lil Mo. Joking. My biggest criticism of Trump is he seems to rot people's brains, both the MAGAs and the detractors. It becomes a zero-sum game. Anything he says or does is either gospel or blasphemy with no real critical thought put into the actual subject. It seems like the two sides go through some serious mental gymnastics to justify the wacky stuff that comes out of Trump's mouth or to defend the Democratic side's actions or statements. Making a rational argument is just an exercise in frustration these days. Hopefully, people will regain some semblance of sanity in the future. Over to Phil, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, Sean, Sabby, and C-Lane. With this dark cloud looming and a red alert for Monday, where am I supposed to get my weekly fix of hearing my favorite clips that make me laugh every time they drop? Like Japan, and then it says in quotes, vagina. Is there a clip that
the Trump one, yeah.
Yeah, vagina.
Oh, yeah. And all the all-time great game show theme song. Also, we need some Rat Daddy today. Please, says Phil. I don't know what we're supposed to do with Rat Daddy, but we're going to just try to soldier on and see what kind of news we get on Monday.
I hope.
For right now, let's get the hell out of here. You guys ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right.
One last time.
Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Vagina.
Today I Learned for a Friday, August 23rd, 2024. Today I learned this group right here.
That's Salt and Pepper.
That's right, Lil Mo. Salt and Pepper, Push It, the song. Aquarium employees told the rap group Salt and Pepper that when they play this song over any other song, it gets the sharks in their aquarium to start mating. They said they've tried every other song, and this one is the one that seems to work to get the sharks having some sex.
Awkward.
Today I learned of Australian Senator Bill Heffernan, who in 2014...
Also very horny when he hears Salt and Pepper.
Maybe. Felt that his new security arrangements at the Parliament House in Australia were inadequate. To protest this...
They have one of those in Australia, too?
Yes, they do. He smuggled in a fake pipe bomb and presented it at a Senate hearing as proof that the building was no longer secure. The stunt was not appreciated by many in attendance.
Bad move.
Today I learned people develop first impressions of you in a 1/10 of a second, which is very, very fast.
And very bad for Sean.
Very bad for me. Why? How dare you?
Because I knew immediately you were a little bitch.
Hate you. I hope I get fired. I hope it's over with. Folks, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you.
It was a good time.
And if you missed any of the show, you can always get the podcast on the website. You know that. Go there to keep up with what's happening. Follow everybody, thenewsjunkie.com/share.
OnlyFans is coming soon.
This band right here.
Tattoos of memory. You're so dramatic. You're so dramatic.
What are you talking about? I just happen to have it. Yeah. Billy Joe Armstrong once drop-kicked a guy in the middle of a Green Day concert after he saw him roughing up a young girl. He stopped the show and challenged him to a fight before jumping into the crowd. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We'll be back, sometime, maybe. We'll see. If you missed any of the show, get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you later.